Michael, Shawn, and the TakeOver legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
Good morning to the entire universe. Good morning, Jay Blizzy, Jay Black.
Morning, Mike. Shawn.
Good morning, DJ Cam, Ghetto Celeb number one. What's going on?
Good morning. What's good?
I know my neighbor's plain sick of me being this loud at 6 o'clock in the morning in Central Time, where I'm at 7 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast or whatever it is on the West Coast. It's a 3 hour something. I don't know. Y'all, that time thing gets me confused. But good morning. We've made it to Friday. Let's tell y'all every situation how y'all can pick this up right now. If you're listening on Free Agent Radio, you've already done your job. You've already downloaded the app that is absolutely free. You get that app. You can yell to your smart speaker also and be like, whatever the person, I can't do it because you know she turns on. You already know she turns on. I'm not trying to be like telling her to be quiet and all that other stuff. So smart speaker, say the name and say play Free Agent Radio. Boom, you got it. Mm-hmm. Now for the visuals, we got a list of things, but all you have to do is remember Media Room 360, all streaming platforms. Roku TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, YouTube, Facebook, and it goes on. Twitch, everything.
Yeah, nice job.
Everything. There's everything that you can see the videos. If you just busy and you just want to walk by the TV like I do, and be like,
God, this is horrible.
Wait, is that Michael Shawn on the TV?
That's me. That's me. Hold on, let me just take a pause for a second. Hold on. What time? I want y'all. I think I should probably move my thing because.
Oh, I can see me. I can see me on your TV.
Yeah. So everybody. So let me see you, Ken. There you go.
So vain.
Yeah.
Cam.
I'm so vain.
Fake radio guys.
You probably think this song is about you.
You scared for TV, fake for radio.
No, homie.
Yeah, in between guys.
Every radio guy, every radio person wants to be on that screen. Yeah. And let's be clear, I'm not a radio guy. Let's get that straight. I'm a stand-up comedian before anything. So let's correct that one real quick. I just happen to have the gift of gab to do this job. That's it. I already know what my goal was. Radio's been good. Radio has been very, very good to me. Very, very good to me. But I already know what I want. We had to be on this screen. I don't care how much money we making or not making on that screen right now. It just feels good to be on the screen.
It feels good.
Feels good. My little ass apartment. It'd be better if I was in a mansion, but all right. But I had to I had to fix the webcam because the webcam was showing my refrigerator. And I don't know. Sometimes I got a short temper and I punched the refrigerator a few times and I left a dent. There's a dent that I haven't fixed in everything. So I had true story. If I show it again, you'll be like, oh, yo, it really is a dent in there. I don't know who I was arguing with on the phone. I don't know what got me frustrated. I don't know how many drinks I was in. Pop that, man.
Wait, is that Cam? Look at the water he's drinking. Can he get a bigger bottle? Like, what are we doing?
No, I'm serious right now. First of all, I got two things. I'm going to lose these 10 pounds, and my skin needs some help. And water is good for the skin.
But I get it. But why can't we just pour that into like a regular cup? Like, why are you drinking?
Not one of these. We can't do it.
Yeah, right. You can't do a regular water bottle.
It's a little manageable this way.
So for those who listen on Free Agent Radio, he has literally, that's bigger than a gallon. That's a jug. That's like the water cooler size.
Oh, it's not that big.
That's gallon.
Huge. No, that's a gallon. It's an actual
that's bigger. That's a gallon?
Yeah. I'm reading what you got beef with the company. You think they lying to me? You think they put some more in there was fraudulent?
When I look at a gallon of milk, that looks bigger than a gallon of milk. But all right.
Okay. Can I tell y'all when something is stuck in my brain? Okay, like if I mispronounce a word, I've told this and shared this with you two guys. When I mispronounce a word 2 or 3 times, I have to stop saying it because then it'll just be locked in. I just leave it alone. Don't say it again. Don't. Just leave it alone and come back to it, and then it'll flow. So I get stuck on certain things. This time thing, I don't know why it's so difficult for me to remember that you guys on the East Coast are an hour ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So every single morning, Monday through Friday, I wake up. And then it really confused me because I went home for like a week. So I was on your time. I was rocking with y'all.
You was on East Coast time. Okay.
Dog, every morning the alarm goes off. And I set it for like 5:15. And every morning I go, oh, I'm cool. Why do I set the alarm so damn early? I still got time to sleep. We don't start till 7. Then I go back to sleep. Then I go, no, I started 6. And I go, do I? And I'm always on the verge, literally.
You panicking now.
I'm always on the verge of texting one of y'all and going, yo, what time are we? Now it's to the point where I just check the email and I look at the link, and Shawn, she sends the link super early. So I just look at the link and I go with that. I don't know why this time thing bugs me up, but Jay can't even talk because it's been tripping him out lately too. I don't know why this hour changes everything in life.
Everything. 1 hour throws you all off. Throws you completely off. No, he's right.
Hold up. I was so brain dead that when I went to Jersey, I believed that I would still have to wake up at 6 to start the show at 6 for Texas.
But you on the East Coast, which is really 7.
I don't know why I do this, guys. Like, I don't know. I don't know if in my past life I was a blonde female, but sometimes I'm straight brain dead. I'm like, dog, did your mom really do drugs while she was pregnant? What happened? Like, did your mom go to trap houses? I heard her say that on the show. I thought that was so funny. That tickled me, man. When you call somebody, yo, how much crack did your mom smoke when she was 6 months pregnant with you? That's so rude, but I think I dig it. I like it. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm back in Texas.
Okay.
And let me just tell you this quick story. First, happy Friday. We have guests coming to the show. We have football player, college football player star, NFL star, Freddie Mitchell. He was big time. He's had some historical plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. For those Dallas Cowboy fans who are listening, shout to you. Thank you for listening. I'm not an Eagle fan or a Cowboy fan. I'm a Giant fan. But you'll be interested because one of the historical plays that he did actually happened on Sunday Night Football. That was a Sunday night game. That wasn't a Monday night game. Or maybe it was a Monday night game because that was way back. Happened against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
One of his famous plays happened against the Cowboys. So we're going to talk to him all about, man, Freddie's an open book. Like Freddie Mitchell will talk. Oh, he had the famous playoff play that's ranked up there in the top 5, 4th and 26. Yeah, I remember exactly where I was at when Donovan McNabb got lucky that Freddie Mitchell caught that ball.
You said got lucky.
Donovan McNabb got lucky. He better thank his lucky stars. Freddie Mitchell caught that ball, boy.
Playoffs. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun chopping it up. And
that'll be good. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, for those that don't know, I actually was a personal assistant for Freddie Mitchell for about good 2 or 3 years. So it should be fun to catch up with him. I haven't seen him in a minute, but we talk here and there, so it'll be good.
Yeah, those are the days where Jay Black would he'd be in Freddie had the damn suite, where the special suite in the stadium where you open the window and you can be part of the stadium, and then you can close the window and you're not part of the stadium. It's the bougie Cam. It was so bougie. It was so elitist, and I loved it. It was so dog. I thought that was so fascinating on a nice day that they would open it. All of a sudden, we with the crowd. But when it got cold and things got tough, we closed it. We weren't with the crowd no more.
Yeah. Can't have our food and drinks getting cold, right?
Oh my God.
Them drinks were free. Them drinks were dog. Oh my God. And I never got blasted in there. Well, I had something to do. I was watching the game. So when I'm in a situation like that, like, you're not gonna get me drunk at like a basketball game, a football game, a baseball game. You probably could, because baseball is kind of slow. Even though I like baseball, it's kind of slow. Or going to a box. Once I get preoccupied watching something, I'm like, good. I want to be totally focused. But man, the bouginess that was in there, boy. Oh my God. You should see everybody's attitude is just different once they walk through.
It's different. Way different. That's funny. So yeah, we'll talk about it. Have some fun with that.
Yeah,
it's good.
Talk about Freddie. We could talk about what else we got lined up for the show, because I didn't even look at my notes.
Yeah, I want you got a jail story I want to hear about. I think you got a couple jail stories.
Jail story.
Yeah.
Oh.
We started talking about verses. We're gonna do the cartoon verses. We never got to that the other day, so we could do some verses dialogue with cartoons. Have some fun there. And I think we need to start our character definition now that we're on Media Room 360 for all the visuals. We probably can start that. What is character definition anyway?
All right, let me tell you what character definition is. Just a little radio lingo. Well, basically, where we are, you give everybody the identity. Like, I'm gonna tell you about Jay Black, and I'm gonna tell you about DJ Cam, and we're gonna talk about like Cam and his personality traits, funny things that he does, things that he really loves doing, things that he does. Like, I don't like waking up early, so that would be a character trait. I really don't like waking up early, but I know I'm more productive. Cam don't like waking up early.
In case y'all didn't hear me again, I don't.
He does not. He hates it. He hates it.
We so hope if it was a night show, say nah.
He hates it. Even though you don't look, y'all gonna take this the wrong way. You don't look like you just woke up on TV. You look like you've been up and you were like, freshened up and everything. The beard looks good.
I'm getting better. I'm getting
better.
The first 2 weeks, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Behind the scenes, I quit like 8 times.
Did he say he quit 8 times?
I quit. I said, yo, man,
this
y'all
ain't
do
for
without
me.
me. Y'all good. Y'all don't need me, man. Just you don't need me.
Real talk.
And then y'all said, nah, Cam, come on. We really need you, Cam. I said, nah, man, I ain't doing it. And y'all was like, come on. I was like, nope. And then I said, all right, I'll do it for you guys. I love you guys. I'll do it. But I'm better now. I've gotten better. But the first 2 weeks was hell. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, it looked like you good. You look, dog. I look like I went to the club last night. Honestly, like I look like I went to the club, and I ain't go to the damn club. But if you don't sit when you wake up in the morning, this is why we gotta make every morning that I did a morning show. There was never a morning that I didn't wake up and say, and I ain't quit to myself. Like I did. You're right, Cam. The whole hardest part of doing this is waking up. Everybody will tell you is actually waking up.
Yeah.
Now, if you're in a bad situation where you're working with people, and it's tough, that's a different story. But here, once I wake up, once I get the shower going and the hot water hits, I said, I'm good. I'm awake and I'm good. But it's just the first, that's funny. He said he quit a bunch of times. All right, so character definition would be Cam don't like waking up. So if you crack a joke, we ain't got to explain the fact that we're joking Cam about him not wanting to wake up and whatever. Jay Black's a control freak, absolute control freak, absolutely like the highest level of his level of control freakness is on the level of my alcoholism. Like it's on the same level. Honestly, he's on the same level. Like he needs, like if he could control the sun,
not the sun.
Yeah. If he could have a remote, like your Netflix, the little remote for your smarts, and he could dial down the sun whenever he wants, not worrying about the rest of the world, just worrying about how the sun is affecting him.
Yes, because it does ping off the house and the windows a certain way. Just shift it a little bit. That would be kind of cool. That would be really nice.
He don't give a damn. He don't care that the other side of the world needs the sun. He will just focus. He won't even research it. Like, how does this affect me? Yeah. Control freak. Yeah. Absolutely. So whenever we talk about control, he is Janet Jackson. Whenever we talk about control,
this guy. That's true.
Now, when we're talking about being irresponsible, that's probably going to be me. When we're talking about alcohol, it's probably going to be me. When it talks about like stories that shouldn't be funny, that really shouldn't be funny. I caught myself in my house telling a story to my kids. And mid-story, I was like, this story is so inappropriate that I'm telling my kids right now. But they were enjoying it.
It was all in. It was,
So the performer in me said, keep going.
Keep going.
And then I knew it was funny because they started joking and they had jokes. But I had to tell them that particular story just to let them know how lucky they are that I don't put hands on them. Because we grew up in an era where we got hands put on us, like, and it was normal, and they could put hands on you in public. So that would be character definition.
Okay.
So we have to expand on different things so that you guys, we don't have to explain the jokes to you, so you can get in on the joke and be like, yeah, we get who they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I did learn that in radio, even though I kind of knew that already, because it's just like introducing a friend to your new friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all it is.
just like saying, yo, this is Cam. When they met Jay, I don't even know how they met. I don't even know if I introduced them or they met at the Raiders. I don't know how they met.
Met at the station when he was running with Touch. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So it's like introducing a friend. You know what? That would have been brilliant on my part. Maybe if I would have show prepped and I would have done some work before I got on here, I would have been able to be like and wrapped it all up in 2 seconds and be like, it's like introducing a new friend to an old friend.
Sounds good. I like it.
That would have been absolutely brilliant. Y'all want to hear? Y'all, what are you gonna say, Jack?
No, I'm about to say, and also, there's 2 things in the news. The Lil Nas X responded to the controversy related with the devil shoes or the worship shoes, and then also for anyone that watched Live PD, a fan of the show, it was a murder that happened that was actually caught on camera. And those officers involved that actually caused the murder of a gentleman got indicted yesterday, and another sheriff that helped, I guess, hide the evidence or destroy the footage. So there's a couple things going on in the news we should probably hit on too. So
these cops, you mean to tell me did something crooked on a live TV show?
Well, what happened was, Live PD, for those who watch on A&E, or used to watch, I was addicted to the show. I loved it. So basically, you follow cops. Back in the day, cops used to be.
Yeah, I know the show. I know, but I'm saying like you're gonna do something crooked that happened on a live television show. Like, wouldn't that be the one time that you have to do everything by the book?
So, yeah, it was a regular stop, and they stopped the guy. They said his lights. You got your high beams on. Good morning, Kathy. You got your high beams on, and they wanted, they flashed his lights to tell him to turn it down. But during that stop, it ended up being a tussle and turned into them tasering the guy. So they tased him so bad, he was like, I can't breathe. And they kept on zapping him up, and it was all on camera doing it. And lo and behold, the gentleman died because of those taser injuries. And of course, A&E, the network, the sheriff, somehow the footage got deleted and destroyed. And there was enough evidence to prove that they were guilty. And it's a big collusion. And the cops, they facing some serious charges, felony.
Yo, these cops are really gang. They're really like a gang when it comes to this stuff. Because I'm thinking to myself, if I destroy this evidence, I'm now part of a crime. If we can. Now, mind you, I had nothing to do with this, right? I wasn't there. I didn't do any tasing. I had nothing to do with this. And these guys literally will risk everything to protect each other, no matter what it is.
The brotherhood. That's that brotherhood thing.
Y'all gotta.
The code blue.
Man, I consider Cam and Jay Black my brothers. If y'all tase the hell out of somebody and they die because of it, don't come to me.
Mike, I need you to cover for me. Mike, look, I did something I shouldn't have done, Mike.
But Mike, what did you do with the footage?
Mike,
you still have that footage?
Delete that.
No.
Delete it, Mike.
I'm gonna come get it. Don't make
and delete the trash can, Mike. Delete the trash can too. What Kathy say? I know that guy. Police destroyed the evidence afterwards. Live PD claimed they didn't have the footage. Exactly. That's exactly how it went down.
Y'all not man. Nobody told y'all to be over tasing. You bunch of over tasers. Don't be coming to me talking about Mike. You still got the don't Mike me. Matter of fact, don't call me. Neither one of y'all call me till y'all clear this up.
Mike, you know who did the over tasing?
No.
Speaking of definition, you know who was over zapping?
Wait, we squad.
If it was me and Jay, who's over zapping?
He gonna try to
you know the over taser was Jay. No, we gotta make sure. No, don't be calling me. And then Stacy asking me, why haven't you talked to Jay or Cam in a while? Because they be over tasing and until they get.
But wait. If I did a crime, you would you're supposed to call your friends. They're supposed to help you and support you, right?
I'll put money up for your lawyer. Don't ask me to hide no evidence. I don't do jail.
Lil Kim said in the rhyme, right hand lie for you. To the hand, come on, Mike.
Go ahead, Lil Kim. And she had to spend that time in that Philly jail where we used to walk by. Remember, we used to walk by that jail she was in? It was by the nightclub.
To go to the club.
It was over the club.
It's called the Roundhouse. Yeah, the Roundhouse in Philly.
Nope.
Yeah. But the police, they do protect each other, and they got caught up. So they
stupid. This is what I don't get with y'all. And that's why this George Floyd thing, number one, George Floyd needs justice.
Absolutely.
And that evil ass cop. The more I look at them, that evil ass, devil ass cop deserves to be in jail. But all you dumbass cops, I love the fact that there are cops coming on there now, just spilling the goods, just straight saying, yeah, he didn't tell me he had a knee on his neck, and he should have taken that knee off his neck 5 minutes earlier. And once they was in handcuffs, the cop was like, he should have put a knee. Once his hand was in handcuffs, it should have been done. That should be human nature, dog. If you kill somebody, I'm not looking out for you.
No.
Like, y'all cats really think y'all like some super mafia. I'm telling you, you want police brutality to stop. You want injustice to stop. Start having these cops on a regular basis go to jail for 15, 20 years. And I promise you, people will start thinking twice.
Yep.
And start letting people who were in on the cover-up start going to jail for 10 or 15 years. And see how fast evidence starts popping up all over the place.
Yep.
They got this man that you said was overtased. That was killed.
There we go, right there. Javier Ambler. For those who are watching us on the streaming platforms, they got the picture of Javier is the gentleman in the middle, and the two police officers are on the left and the right side. Zachary Camden and James Johnson. They literally got indicted yesterday, the day before yesterday, for tasing the guy, and then there's another Sheriff Cody he helped destroy the evidence.
Y'all helped destroy evidence, but what's killing me now is night, and that's a bad choice of words. What's upsetting me now is that there's another video of a girl in Texas. I forget what part. It was around here where I'm at. She died in the back of a cop car. She was saying she couldn't breathe, and she now they're saying she OD'd, but this whole I can't breathe thing, like cops. Whether you think the person is, here's some advice. When somebody says they can't breathe, it would be a good time. Like, if you find out that the person was lying, it's better to be safe than sorry. This is for your personal benefit. Because I get it as a cop. Everybody and their mom, every time you do something to them, is going to say, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
But for your own personal benefit, you might want to do what you have to do to make sure this person's breathing. But once these cops start really going to jail, I will say it over and over. The man who killed Philando Castillo in Minneapolis got off scot-free and let off multiple shots in this man's chest, who followed every rule. So, and that's another thing. If these cops are literally hiding evidence, that means they believe they can actually get away with it. And this ain't the first time it's happened. You don't hide evidence on a murder case and it'd be your first time you ever hid some evidence. Yeah, Jay had made that clear that they stopped him all because he had on high beams.
Like, is that worth pulling you over? Is that really worth it?
Hold up, wait a second. Sidebar. This has nothing to do with this. But I have to give you a personal opinion. You people who drive with your high beams on are some irritating motherfuckers.
What?
Y'all some irritating mother for real. Y'all come up behind people. Then when you're driving the opposite way of traffic, sidebar from reality talk, sidebar from the real talk. Just got my little pet peeve. Especially when y'all coming from the other side. Y'all driving the other side of the highway and y'all coming with these high beams on and your SUVs. These high beams ain't regular high beams. It looks like the lights on a scoreboard. And now you blinded. Can y'all just use your regular high beams? And some of y'all use your high beams because your regular lights are out. So you got to fix your regular light. It's just a bulb, homie.
But you just spoke to the cops' defense, Mike. Actually, the reason they pulled them over is because that's a distraction of the drivers. It can cause accident. So I guess that's why they, the reason for the stop.
Doug, but how difficult does this get? Hey, yo, you got your high beams on. That's it. You need to turn your high beams down. But the thing is, y'all cops always come with the flashlight no matter what y'all pull us over for. And y'all always looking, and y'all always looking, and y'all always want to find something. You always want to get somebody for something. It's just always probing. I thought we were innocent until proven guilty. So technically, if you pull me over for something, if you're looking for a gun, I got you. I understand. You probe, but you're looking for anything. Yeah. Anything to get me out that car.
Yeah.
Like, just, dude, you got your high beams on. The guy says the reason why I have my high beams on is because, all right, well, listen, I'm gonna have to write you a ticket for the high beams, and you just gotta take your ass home. I don't even know if it's a ticketable offense. I don't know.
No, I think it's just a warning. Just, hey, you got your high beams on. Hey, everything all right? All right, go ahead, enjoy the rest of the evening. But if they're probing, like you said, and they say license registration, now they're looking for anything. Now their nose is in your window sniffing. I smell marijuana, or they're looking. They're looking for something.
I've had everybody knows I don't smoke weed. It was the funniest thing when a cop told me he smelled weed in my car. I said, officer, you got to be kidding me. I said, I don't smoke no weed. Like I'm so glad in New York that they're passing a law that the smell of weed cannot lead to somebody searching your car. It's not probable cause for anything. He actually evaded. Afterwards, and it became a high. See, now there goes the problem. We talked about this with NBA YoungBoy trying to flee from the police. Now, if you tried to flee from the police, now when they stop you, it's a problem. I'm not saying. You know what? Let's be clear. I don't know if they were justified or not justified. I just know what the temperature of the country is and what we're sick of having. So we jump to conclusions quickly. All right, there was a high-speed chase. When they catch up to you, now it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, but what build up for that? For me to feel like, you know what, I'm out. So after you stop me and I see it ain't going my way, and he gassed off on him.
No, you can't say you're out.
I know you can't. Yeah.
You can't say you're out.
My son got stopped. Kathy said my son got stopped when he was 18. Now he's 43 by an off-duty police for having on his high beam. So they talk. Yeah, they looking.
I mean, listen, high beams are irritating, but damn, I didn't know there was going to be that much of an issue. I just get pissed off and keep it moving.
True.
I had a conversation with my daughter, and I was in the car, and we were driving, and I was taking her someplace, and we passed a cop car, and she said, Dad, I hate seeing cop cars. So I said, she said, I hate that feeling when you go by a cop. I said, well, we're good. And she's like, I just feel every time we drive by a cop car, I feel like the next thing you know, they're going to be behind us. Even when I'm with my mom, Nina, I feel like the next thing they're going to do is be behind us.
True.
I was like,
but she doesn't have a license yet, right? Or does she just got it?
Yeah, no, she's going to have her license in a month or two. So she has the permit. So we let her drive all the time.
She's going like that, and she's new to the whole concept of driving.
But she sees the whole thing every day on the news. She went as far as she said, when you see two people fighting, you think you should call the cops. She said, when I see two people fighting, I don't think I should call the cops if they black. Because it's going to go further than what is necessary. I just want them to break the fight up.
Man, that's a good point. Ooh.
And and you crazy because as a kid, you always looked up to the cops and wanted to, to interact with the cops. And, as a kid, that was a big deal. The uniform, the badge. And now it's like, let's stay away. Let's not get Popo involved. Let's keep it pushing. Yeah.
And I told you still got to call the cops. But there are certain situations that I can't. It's not cut and dry in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? If two of your friends get into a real fight and you're a female and you can't break it up, like they going in and it's leading, like it could be something real dangerous. Like one of these people gonna get hurt for real. You see somebody leaking, they bleeding, and you want to call the cops to stop it. You scared to death to call the cops because when they come and they see two minorities in a physical altercation, they got them guns out. That was a casual conversation I had with my oldest. I was like, goodness gracious.
2021.
I said, this is. I don't look. I have one answer. When people break the law, put their asses in jail. That's the only answer I have. I don't have the answer for how people's racist opinions of other people. I can't fix those things. I don't have any solution to. If somebody just has inbred hatred towards somebody for their sexuality, for their skin color, for their religion, for whatever, I don't know how to fix that, y'all. Y'all, this whole country was based on division. So I don't know how to fix something that was here from the beginning America was discovered. Y'all created a whole country based on somebody being better than somebody else.
Yep.
There's nothing more American than racism. There's nothing more American than hate. Nothing.
That's real.
Not apple pie, not baseball. Hate and racism is the original sin of America being discovered.
I'm just thinking, what do you do when you feel like a police officer is violating your rights? Like you feel like you can't stand up for yourself to have that professional dialogue to not for them to get offended? Do you go with the flow? Like, you have your rights though. Like, if I don't have to do certain things, why should I be targeted at that point if I don't have to do it?
Take your chances.
So you just follow along. You'll get violated. I guess you want to lead on
I ain't got no one. I've seen people challenge officers and win. I've seen them challenge them with actual laws and information, and sometimes they see, they see that the law. Here's a comment, by the way. My son was arrested for using profanity to the police because he asked him, "Why the hell are you stopping me on your off day? Don't you have other ish to do?" He's an off-duty cop. Like what's going on now? Like I know you're a cop all the time. We got to know more information, Kathy. I don't know everything before I go in because you'll have me, what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you're not telling us the whole thing. I'm just, before we need kind of information for that. But I've seen people challenge police officers with the law, and all of a sudden the cop is like, oh, they know this, they know that, they know this, they know that. Now, at 3 o'clock in the morning, get pulled over on the side of a highway, I wouldn't debate.
Yeah, that's an away game.
That is an away game, and all.
Crowd's not with you.
Listen, I've been polite, and I've had police officers that were super friendly. Mm-hmm. I've had police officers be super helpful, and then I've had the D words who on the New Jersey Turnpike, and Jay wasn't with me. I had just started Hot 97, and I left a concert, and I was driving. Thank God there was no alcohol. Mm-hmm. And I was driving, and when he pulled me over for speeding, and I'm sitting there going like, but cars were passing me. They wasn't just passing me. They was on some zoom, zoom, zoom. Like, it was late at night. The Turnpike is a raceway. For those who don't know, the New Jersey Turnpike is one of the most dangerous highways, even by fatalities that happen on that highway in the country, because cats just turn it into a speedway. So anyway, he pulled me over. But this state trooper had his gun out, pointing at the car from the minute he jumped out his car. Mm. Now, I'm not saying he's racist for that. I'm sure there's reasons why they pop out the car. All I know is that situation turned into, I was frozen. I said, you got to be, what? There's nothing. I didn't even think nothing. That's how scared I was. Mm-hmm. And he came to the passenger side, and he tapped the window, rolled the window down. He said, you were speeding. I said, damn. Okay, I said, and I hit him with the sorry, sir.
My bad. Let's do it.
I had my hands all the way up. Sorry, sir. But that is not the time for me to say, so you ain't gonna stop all them other dudes that was good. No. Because the crazy thing, he scared the lights out of me. I mean, he scared the life out of me, and then didn't even give me a ticket. He didn't even say bye. You know how I know he left? I knew he walked to the car, so I thought he was running my license plate. Mm-hmm. He got in the car, and he drove off.
He didn't see nothing wrong. He didn't smell no alcohol. He didn't smell no weed. It wasn't no drama. A bunch of people.
Yeah, he was ready to get popping. You let him down. Mike, you didn't do your part.
You let him down.
Yeah, I let him down. I ain't challenges. Nah. I don't know those laws. Like, people say they're not allowed to search your car. They're not allowed to go in your trunk and something. I don't know any of this stuff, though. I guess I should be more informed about it. I don't know if I could really be like, yo, I'm not. No. Now, if they say, do you mind? They ask.
Yeah, that's what they usually say. Do you mind if I search?
No, you can't search.
And no, that means you got something to hide. Let's get the dogs out. Let's bring the dogs. I hate generalizing because you can't generalize all people. They're good cops. I got family members who are cops. But this relationship between black people, minorities, and police officers, I don't know if it's ever been as bad as it is right now. I guess in the 60s it was worse. I guess it was worse, so I should correct myself. I guess in the 60s it obviously was worse, but I don't know. People die. Man, it's not a week that goes. We can't even name the amount of people who've been killed by the police.
We forget their names. Yeah. We just know the situations. Like the young lady who was she got pulled over for a traffic violation and she died in jail. And I even forget.
Sandra Bland?
Sandra Bland. That name, no disrespect, I forgot.
Yeah.
It goes on and on and on. I am just, if this cop gets off, I'm just so afraid of what will pop off if this cop gets off.
I'm hearing buildings being burnt. If the George Floyd case goes where he walks, I heard the buzz is buildings are being burnt all over ASAP.
Dog.
Burnt where? They got to burn these right buildings, man. You can't just be tearing up our own town.
They gonna can't try to direct them what's
going
on.
That is
proof. Don't burn our stuff. We ain't the ones doing it.
Yeah, don't be a dumbass and just light some and don't be like, oh, I'm gonna light this person's store up, even though it's in the neighborhood, but they ain't black. Dog is still servicing your neighborhood. Listen, we're not promoting burning anything down.
No.
The best thing would be he goes to jail. I'm just scared of what's really going to happen if this guy, for whatever reason, if he gets off. Yeah. We had a female cop in Dallas, right here in Dallas, who walked into somebody else's apartment and killed him as he sat on the couch because she thought she walked into her apartment.
That was crazy.
I remember that story.
Yeah,
allegedly, my wife kept me up on that. Yeah, I remember that was a crazy story.
And she went to jail. A lot of people think she should have got more time for doing that. I believe she should have. I think she got 10 years or something like that. But all these names, and I always pronounce his name incorrectly, so I don't want to disrespect his family by pronouncing his name incorrectly. I'd rather just chill and then get it right and run over it and get it right after we take a break. But she walked and she really wanted to tell people that she was so tired that she walked into the wrong apartment. And you saw somebody on your couch and your immediate reaction was, first of all, I have walked in. She was like she was deliriously tired. Let me tell you something. Nobody has walked into a house apartments more deliriously drunk than me ever. Deliriously.
Thanks.
I mean, on the verge, I should have had alcohol poisoning and been dead. I have never walked into my apartment. At all my apartments, even where I'm at in Texas, all the doors are the same. They're all the same. Once I walk in, I know it ain't my apartment. And but I think she got 10 or 12, and she'll be out before that. So people were like, she should have got more. Yeah, she should have. She should have. She should have. And there was a judge that was very compassionate to the white lady, and a lot of people had a real attitude with her being compassionate and hugging the white lady and giving her a Bible to hold and stuff. And people get upset with that, but if you go by the Christian, what you're supposed to do, that's what she forgave, I guess. It wouldn't be me. I mean, but then again, when you see somebody in court, you see all the evidence, then I guess you have a different view and opinion. But that's neither here nor there. It's just we're gonna hope that this man goes to jail for real and does some real time, and they don't do no. Listen, if he doesn't get at least 15 years for killing this guy, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a severe problem.
White privilege.
If he gets 10, then he gets out from 7 or whatever. And if he doesn't get at least 15 years, it's gonna be a problem. And like Cam said, we're not promoting anybody to burn down any building. I'd rather it not happen. But please, people, don't burn down stuff in your own neighborhood, and don't burn down something that services your own neighborhood. And then don't go to the oil place that changes oil neighborhood, but because a white guy owns it, you burn it down. You're still tearing down something that services you.
They're not the problem.
They're not the problem. I don't believe in burning down anything, but in Minneapolis, when they burned down that police station, I'm like, I don't know.
I kind of understand.
If you're going to do it,
I see the angle. I see.
Yeah. Like, I get, at least there was some, listen, it's wrong to burn down things. Listen, y'all, it's wrong to burn down things. But at least in that case, I think somebody took time out to actually think and process a plan before they just went all nilly-willy and went out there. That's all I'm saying.
Don't burn nothing you can walk to.
And while we're on this, before we take this break, while we're on this, here's a pet peeve of mine. When does looting become part of the process or the protest? Do you know, I want to tell y'all, and I'm not going to hold back on this. It is so effing ignorant when y'all start looting because it depreciates any meaningful thing about the protest. It takes it all away. Now you just, when you're walking out with a stereo system, I can't take you serious now.
True. Those are the opportunists. They don't even know why what's going on is going on. They just see an opportunity to go ahead and rob and steal, and that's what they commit to do.
That's exactly right, Cam.
Yeah.
It's the ignorant. Can you imagine?
Can
you imagine Martin Luther King watching Martin Luther King in a what you say?
Jay
no, you froze, and I was like, "It's reparations." I just took a chance to jump in.
Oh, you stupid! It's reparations. Can you imagine when Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or any legendary iconic figure was leading a protest? Can you imagine if they were shown like some guys in two-piece suits walking around with a stereo system? Like after the protest, no violence, and the hoses came out, and all of a sudden you see them break. Dog, you're devaluing the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all not gonna get. It's not gonna change your life. Y'all grabbing damn Beats by Dre headphones, and y'all walking like, what are you doing?
You got the Jordans, Foot Locker. Got you. Everybody got their kicks. Yeah. No, you're right. Because then the white folk, when you read the comments, that's all they focus on is the looting. And you know what? I don't even care about what the white folks think about the looting. I care about what I think it looks like. Like y'all killing me right now. Y'all walking around like y'all really gonna steal like gallons of milk and stuff like. I thought we were doing this because Rodney King and the cops got off, and now y'all breaking down. What are y'all doing? Like where are we going? We deserve to be mad. A protest should happen. But we gotta have levels to this. But at some point you're frustrated, though, right? At some point you're frustrated, and that frustration has to come out. I guess they had the protest with the Martin, the earlier years. But no, I'm not justifying it.
No, stealing ain't frustration.
It's not justifying it.
Yeah, but you ain't that ain't frustration. That's looking for an opportunity to steal something.
Yeah, because now we done said everything we could say. We did everything we can do, and still nothing's happened. Everything's the same. All right, so we're gonna get something out of it while also expressing our thoughts. So I mean, that's the mindset of a lot of people.
And how has that been working?
It never works.
That's my point.
And the point is, something different is being done. They trying to change that. Nothing has changed since back in the 60s. It's the same stuff.
Things have changed, but things were so bad that things needed to change a lot more. There's still thorough racism and hatred. Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't be doing the show if things hadn't changed.
I see your comments on your IG Live saying rise above the emotions. It's tough because you're emotional. You're out there and it's real. It's real.
See. We're going to see. Oh, hopefully, listen, let's first hope. Because the picture they're painting of this man, it seems like, and then we need to talk about his girlfriend. I felt bad for everybody who had to take the stand and relive. And the girlfriend and him obviously were going through some tough times. They were both addicted to drugs, and they were both trying to get off drugs together. And so we can talk a little bit about that. Let's just first hope that this man goes to jail and gets, I don't even know what the highest level of punishment he can get. I don't know if he can get life. I don't know if he can get 25 years. I would have to research all that. But anyway, we're going to take a break. Give me, guys, I need a little extra break this one because I got to run. This is so transparent.
What you got to do?
I got to run to my car. So I'm going to have to skip the Black and Mild break. So if you don't see me on that little box, Shawnee, you keep playing stuff in between. If you don't see me on that little box, y'all don't know what the box is. If you on StreamYard, you'll be on the box like a visitor. It's like you at the door, and they know you at the door because they can see you through the peephole. If you don't see me through the peephole, Shawnee.
Me and Cam got this. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Oh, wait, before we go, wait. No, that's excellent. Shout out to Rodney Perry. Hold up, Rodney.
Control.
You know Jay Black want to lead this show. Rodney Perry's on my Instagram Live. Rodney, I would love to have you on our show. Free Agent Radio is the app, and we're streaming live on Roku. We're streaming live on Apple TV. Oh my God, boo! You can't call me right now.
You got that little girly ringtone, but go ahead.
God, we're streaming live on Amazon Fire TV, YouTube, Facebook Live. Let's all congratulate Rodney Perry for being part of Coming to America too. Oh
yes, that's right. He wasn't. Oh yeah, Rodney, you got to come on the show.
One of the most hilarious comedians, one of the most consistently strong comedians that's been doing it for years and staying consistently fire.
Mm-hmm.
So shout to you, congratulations. How do I get in? Rodney, can I DM you or you want? We'll have you on today.
Yeah, we got a guest. We got a guest at 8:30. We can get him on right after the break. So yeah, Rodney, just DM.
We can get you on right after the break, Rodney. We can get you right on here on the StreamYard. All I got to do is I got to run in my car because we're not as professionals. I got to run in my car, so we got to take this break. Rodney Perry, if we can get that on, go to his Instagram, Jay Black.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to your IG, Rodney. I just need your email. Yeah, we get you right on.
We just need an email, and we will send that link. That would be tremendous. That would be an absolute ball. I want to know everything that went on that set. I want to know how it was to be working with Eddie Murphy. Oh, man, that'd be amazing. Rodney Perry, hey, he may be on the show. He said, how do I get on? He may be on the show. All right, y'all, we're going to take a break. Don't forget, we got former Eagle Freddie Mitchell joining the show. We'll talk some. Oh, and I got jail stories. Jail stories. That's a hell of a team. Jail stories.
God, it's horrible.
And I ain't even tough, y'all. In the way my face, I have the most non-intimidating face in the history of non-intimidating faces. I should not have any jail stories, but I got two. I'm deciding which one I'm gonna go with. How the hell do you have two? Goodness God, alcohol is bad. That's why you.
Rodney, check your DMs, Rodney.
Rodney Perry, check your DM.
Let's go.
He said, text me the link.
Bam.
We about to have Rodney Perry on the show, damn it. All right, y'all. It's Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. It's Free Agent Radio.
Yeah.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. We don't like seeing Satan bend somebody over.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
He's doing a video for all those people that said he was going to go to hell for being gay. So he went over the top to prove to everybody, oh, y'all said I was going to go to hell. Y'all said the devil was going to take me over. And then hence the sexual scenes with him getting, which I think is a bit too far. And she agreed, getting bent over by the devil.
Whoa.
And all that other stuff. And I just don't believe. Oh, well, let me pause on this. I got a lot of people that I follow on Instagram. And there's a guy I respect on Instagram. That he's really a good dude and really Tony Baker, and I really appreciate y'all. He does the animal videos where he does the vocals for him, and I really appreciate him. And he's definitely a dope person. But he put somebody else's I guess tweet or Instagram up, and he's definitely a dope person. So he put his Instagram up, and it was like, do y'all forget when 3-6 Mafia? He didn't say this. Tony Baker didn't say this. He put somebody else's post up. When 3-6 Mafia made reference to different satanic things, and DMX made reference to different devil things and all that other stuff. And the reason why this is not what Tony Baker said. This is what somebody else said. Y'all, this is basically because he's gay. And I'm only going to speak from my point of view to the person who said this is all because he's gay. Stop it. We've been over that for a long time.
Oh, I thought you were about to say I've been gay. Okay, go ahead.
No, you stupid. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's not about that. Like, stop. It's about there's agendas being pushed behind. Lil Nas X did not go to that multi-million-dollar, maybe $1 billion company and say, this is the video I was going to do. Somebody told you the vision that they had and you went with it. And I feel that the young man is being used to push an agenda that to me has nothing to do with gay. Something so bigger than that. And normally I don't comment on people's posts, but I had to comment. I've been on radio for over 20 years, yelling about the industry and their little devil worshiping things that they do on the low. They do it on the low. They got little hand signals and stuff like that they put up when they take pictures that everybody just goes along with it. And don't make me start bringing up every artist who takes part in this.
Whoa.
It's a whole different agenda, y'all. The gay thing is just, look, are there people who still have a problem with people being gay? Yes, they are. I ain't one of them. So I already know that's the whole, they're just doing this because no, homie. You're too young to understand what you're getting yourself into right now. You may think that this is promoting, I just want to tell all the people who said I was going to hell for this and going to hell for no, but there's somebody behind you writing these videos who have a different agenda. They got a different agenda. So I just want to make it clear. I could give a damn who's gay. I could care less. Be who you are all the damn time. I could care less for real. In my mind, that got played out 20 years ago. That like, I don't even, I could care. I really, really could. But it's the agenda of y'all trying to sneak this little devil thing in there, and y'all try to sneak it, and then y'all try and then change agendas and be like, oh, it's because he's gay. No, it's because we don't like seeing Satan bend somebody over. How about that? How about it's that simple?
Michael, Shawn, and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Asian Radio.
I was always funny. I was always the funniest kid in the room, the funniest teenager in the class, and the funniest adult. Back then, I didn't even know that this would be my career. It was my protection. Funny is what got me through every trauma in my life. Every person I lost, every fight I lost, every girlfriend I lost. Funny always got me through these things. It was the one relationship that I knew I can't live without this one. I need funny. I gotta make people laugh. I gotta take away their anger so it won't be directed at me. And that relationship was so important that it literally turned into my job. And I thought, this is the end all, be all, be funny. Until I met alcohol. When I met alcohol, that relationship took over. I can only explain my relationship with alcohol like a toxic relationship. And we see it all the time. We see it all the time. There's a person, let's just say it's a woman who has a bright smile that lights up the room, who has all the energy in the world, and everybody loves this woman. But she's in love with this toxic man that brings her nothing but pain, brings her violence, brings her this sadness that she can't compare to anything else in the world. But even though that man brings that to her, she can't find it in her mind. She can't even fathom living without this toxic person. That is my exact relationship with alcohol.
What up, y'all? We back?
We back.
Yo, Free Asian Radio. What up? Yo, when's the last time y'all just tried to sprint?
Sprint what?
Running, just sprint. When's the last time?
I'm Verizon. I'm Verizon.
Wait, you just ran? You tired. You got to catch your breath right now, son. You tired. Look at it.
No, like for real. Like you realize your heart ain't really jumped into that type of mode in a long time. Jesus. I didn't even smoke a black and mild. Look, I got a lot of legal situations, so there are things I have to take care of, right? And it's a whole long story, too long for this. But first I had to run in my car, and when I looked, I said, "Damn, I forgot I parked in my apartment complex." You could tell what time you came home by how bad your parking space is. Because normally, you know what I'm saying? Like, I looked, I said, "Yo, my car is normally in the front because normally I'm home early, like in the afternoon, so I park and I'm good." I said, "Damn." I said, "Yo, I'm either gonna have to sprint to the car or sprint back." So I'm always procrastinating. I said, I'm gonna sprint back.
Hustle.
Put all the pressure on the back.
I don't even know where I put my phone at. I ran so there it is. So I sprinted back. And then I was oh my God. I sprinted back. And then I was like, F it, might as well just sprint up these steps. I did 2 steps. I said, man, you out your damn mind. They just gonna wait for me. Hold up.
Gonna play another promo where we waiting for Rodney to join. Oh, actually, Rodney just popped in. No, so but I know you out of breath.
Dog, I can't. I need air first.
You can't lift it up. A gallon of water.
I need air.
Like you said earlier, Jay, you can't lift that thing up now.
You need his inhaler.
And I went hard. I ain't gonna lie. I still got a little burst in me. It's just the aftermath is different. It hit different. What the kids say, it hit different now. The aftermath hit different. You listen to Free Agent Radio. It's Mike and Shawn and the TakeOver Legends.
Yeah.
If you want to check us out, I even turned off my Instagram live. I should have kept the Instagram live on. I should have kept it on and watched everybody laugh when they was
seeing you run.
That's where I was running. On all social media platforms. If you want to see us and check us out on TV, you can see my TV in the background right now. On all, it's Media Room 360. Media Room 360 on Roku, Apple, Amazon, on YouTube, which seems to be our biggest hit right now is YouTube, Facebook Live. But I'm telling y'all put it on your flat screen and y'all can chill and watch, and we'll make you laugh. We'll talk about stuff, and you'll have a good time with us. After I catch my breath, you'll have a good. Cam said he needs a hit of the inhaler. It would feel real good right now if I could just go to my bathroom and get that inhaler, just hit the. God, that would feel good. That would open up my lungs. All right, is Rodney ready?
Yeah, he's ready.
I cannot believe. Y'all don't understand how big this is to have this happen by mistake or by coincidence. I don't think anything happens by mistake. But hilarious comedian. The man was there, close friends with Monique when they had it popping on the late night talk show on BET. When it was popping.
I remember that. Yes.
Yep.
Stop playing with me. It was popping. If you've ever seen him live on stage, if you haven't, you're an idiot. I finally get to apologize to this man face to face for bringing him to Arlington, Texas to the Improv. And Jay Black, I got so ridiculously drunk before the show. I was absolutely no good.
I'm gonna say sorry for you. And I'm sorry also. I already know what happened.
And I'm gonna tell you what happened. Please, the man was just in a historical movie, Coming to America 2. Y'all put your hands together for OG, hilarious comedian and actor. Y'all get it for Rodney Perry. Rodney Perry's in the building. Rodney mother is in the building.
What up? What up? Hey, first of all, Mike Shawn, I be hearing you apologize. I don't remember. We had a good time that night. I remember we having a ball.
Dog, I'm glad you do. I'm glad you remember. I'm glad you remember, Rodney. You know what it was, Rodney? Is that there's a level of being drunk, right? And there's a drunkenness where your paranoia kicks in.
Okay.
And you are now paranoid about everything. Because there was another gentleman who came through. You killed it as usual. And then I never forget, because when I came, because the morning show, they had come to the show, right?
Right.
So I heard
I think Didi even came to the show that night.
Yes. And there was whispers about Michael's antics, right? And there was the gossip. There was a gossip in the little break room.
There was scuttlebutt.
There was scuttlebutt. Scuttlebutt.
Here he comes.
Here he comes. You know he was drunk last night, right? You know he was drinking. Man. You know he back to drinking right now. Because they gossip kings over there. I'm no longer with them, and God bless them. Shout to Didi. They're doing tremendous things, and shout to what they're doing. I heard they added markets, but they will. What was the word? Scuttlebuck. They were scuttlebucking the ass off. But my thing was, you had done me such a huge favor by coming through, and I was like, because I remember the first time I saw you, you had this bit. I don't know if you do it anymore, but you had this bit that was so genius, where you danced on stage and you threw, like you were pop locking and you threw it. and he would throw it to the entire crowd. Now, mind you, his set is already fire. The set is fire. You know, some people are just like, they will give you a lame set, and then they got the closing. They're like, all right, I'm going to get him with this. I'm going to get him with this no matter what. So the set is already on 10. Then he does this thing where he passes it to the crowd, and the crowd starts passing it to each other. When I tell you, as simple as it sounds, it's genius on how it works.
Nice.
What the hell? What made you? This is a real comedian question. What made you even think that? How did that even come about?
I mean, on the real Mike Shawn, man, I'm an improv guy. So before I ever told a joke, I was an improv guy. So I always like to inject improv elements in my show that allow people to be a part of the show.
Right.
And so that's one closer I had. I used to have a closer where I was a big MC Hammer fan coming up. And so
he tried to beat me up. He tried to beat me up, Rodney Perry, in real life. I didn't know that. Yes, I didn't know Hammer was about that life. Yes, Hammer was really trying to, like, I was working in New York. I'll tell you.
Oakland.
Yeah, I didn't know he was dangerous. I didn't know people in Oakland were dangerous back then. I didn't know. But go ahead, Rodney. Go ahead.
So I've always had like big closer bits like that or similar to that. And that was just one, man. And that bit people make me do it now because I'm like trying to put it away, and I go into certain cities, they won't let me leave out without doing it at least once on the weekend.
God, that is the funniest thing. That is so, because it's so like authentic and people really have a good time with it.
Dude, it's a dude I did it in Detroit last weekend. This dude acted like he was waiting his whole life for this moment.
Here it comes.
Man, dude, I had to tell, I was like, dude, that's enough. This dude's playing.
He said
like
that's enough.
Minutes. Crazy. I love the show, man. I love what y'all doing, man. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Rodney, thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey, shouts out to Jay Black. He got on that shit immediately like,
I need to sell. All right, boom.
Jay Black. Jay Black is a terrorist, yo. He's a control freak, but I like it because he's like Cam? These two guys are like my best friends in the world. So all their dysfunctions is good for us because Jay Black's a control freak.
Black and Cam related?
No, we look alike. Oh, you try to say all black people look like Rodney? Where you going with this?
No, just y'all two.
Okay.
You look alike.
Y'all try to play for a little bit.
And you know about Jay Black and Cam?
Who? He said me and Jay?
Yeah. He said me and you. Kind of famous.
Cam and Jay look alike, and I could be y'all distant cousins.
Okay.
Yeah, we roll with that.
All right. Yeah, so you can get good.
That actually works, and I'll be the dad, but I'm not the real dad. Like
You're
I'm
not the real dad. You're definitely a stepdad.
But yeah, but Tasha, I love Tasha. I love Tasha so much.
My mama named Tasha for real.
Oh,
no, I made that up.
All right.
I made it up.
I got so many questions. Let me just get to this America, Coming to America Part 2.
Oh man.
When I saw you in it, you know what? There were so many proud moments because I want to be real with you, Roddy. You know this is real. Comedians are haters.
Okay. True that.
I've watched people, and I'm not going to say any names. I've watched people after we do a show, we're at a club, and I've watched comedians come at Kevin Hart and be like, Kevin Hart, the only reason he made it is because the only reason. And I sat there and I never said anything, Roddy, till one day. One day, it was one night we got off stage, everybody did their thing, and they were all critiquing his comedy, his career. And then I just stepped in and I said, excuse me. And I touched, like, I always do this. Y'all listening right now? All you dudes talking. Does anybody work harder than him here?
Nobody. Nobody. He's up right now.
Right now.
So 3 hours before.
Right now. I said, so if you don't work harder than him, why are we critiquing him? Why are we not just celebrating what he's doing? So that being said, I fast forward. Every person I saw on that movie, when I saw you, when I saw Michael Blackson, when I saw Tracy, when I saw Leslie, when I saw everybody, dog, my eyes watered up. Like literally, I got emotional because I was like, they got in.
Nice.
Yeah.
He repped for them. Like he put,
Yeah.
like Eddie acknowledged all the work that everybody has been doing. So when you got the call, did you audition for it?
I auditioned, but get this, Mike. So I auditioned for a movie called The Quest.
Okay.
The working title of the movie was The Quest. So I read my little audition. It wasn't but like 5 lines. I read it. I went in. I did cool. But you it's like being a DB. You just go do it, go home, and don't think about it no more.
Don't think about it. Yep.
Because it'll drive you crazy if you be worried about it, right? So I don't think about it. About a week later, my agent like, "Yo, Rodney, you booked The Quest," and I'm like, so I auditioned for a couple of things. I was like, The Quest, like, you booked The Quest, and I was like, okay, well, when do we work? She was like, "You're not excited?" I said, I mean, it's cool, but when do I got kids? I got to take my daughter to the bus stop. What are you talking about, lady? She said, dude, she said, The Quest is coming to America too.
They didn't say the title.
I wish I could curse right now.
Nice.
Eddie Murphy.
The reason why we all,
Mike, Shawn, you feel me? And I'm like, I went upstairs and my wife was in the kitchen and I was like, yo, I just booked the movie. She's like, really? What is it? What is it? I said, Coming to America. We stood in that kitchen and cried like 2 babies, man.
That's nice.
Oh, that's so real. Oh, that's so real.
Crazy real. And then you get
go
on set. Tracy Morgan is a great guy. Lunel, Jermaine Fowler, who's a brilliant comedian too. My man Nav Green. We all played family members. Leslie Jones, and so it was unreal, man. And to be in a scene your first day on the movie with Eddie Murphy, like that church scene. Eddie Murphy and Arsenio, we was in that scene with them, and it was gold, man. I wish y'all could see some of the stuff that got cut out.
Wow.
Because it's probably another half-hour movie that y'all didn't see.
Of course.
Wow.
That's the hardest part, is trying to figure out, what's going to be there, what's not going to. You know what's funny about Tracy, Rodney? Tracy Morgan. First of all, Tracy's crazy. And I'll just say Tracy's crazy in real life. Like every club I've been to with Tracy, there's a certain part where Tracy Morgan takes off his shirt. No matter what club, he takes off his shirt and then he wraps it around his neck and then he starts just dancing. So I don't know why. And I co-signed it. Because I'm a young comedian. I'm like, I'm gonna co-sign Tracy being naked. Yeah, that's Tracy Morgan.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And then I didn't take my shirt off, but I was thinking about it. I was thinking about doing the same thing.
Right on the edge.
But I did this show in the Bronx, and I was making like $50. And Tracy had seen me at some place and whatever. Tracy pulls up in his Jaguar, and this is when he first got on SNL. So he pulls up in his Jaguar, and I'm thinking he's a drug dealer. There's like 10 people there, right? And I'm like, Dan, there's a drug dealer here. I'll say, all right. But there's like 10, 12 people there. And Tracy comes up. I don't do impersonations well, so I'm going to do the best Tracy. Hey, yo, my Shawn. How you doing? I was like, Tracy, what are you doing here? He was like, no. I stop by this bar all the time. Like all the time I stop by this bar. Like, I'm from here. I'm from here. And I'm like, okay, Tracy, all right, cool. Like, what do you want to, like, he's like, yo, Mike Zuma, can I get on? Rodney, it's 10 people there.
Please.
But it's 10 people. And right. I say, Tracy, I'm not your agent, but I don't think this is something that you're supposed to do. And he goes on and does like an hour in front of 10 people.
Wow.
And I sit there and I go like, wow, you know what? This is something. And then I put it in my little checklist. You have a checklist of stuff. You like, you know what? When things happen, there's certain times that you got to do things like this. And you're like, you know what? I'm about to do an hour in front of 10 people.
Why not?
And that was my Tracy Morgan story. And the funny thing is, like, you're that type of person. You just got on here for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's morning time, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So when you so give me the story. Give me the story, Rodney. Give me the story of the greatest show that you ever did on stage. 1.
Okay.
And number 2, the show that hurt your feelings. Because we all got a bad show. We all got that one that we say. So which one do you want to start with? The bad or the good?
I'm gonna tell you, it's the same show. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, so you remember back in the day, Guy Torrey had a show called Fat Tuesday.
Yes.
In LA.
Yes.
So before I moved to LA in '98, I'm in the Bay Area smashing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm killing the Bay. I'm in the incubator. Lunell, Cat Williams, all us in the same talent pool, right? Cat had already left for LA. Me and Lunell was still there, and a bunch of other guys. And I had some friends of mine that talked me up to get on Fat Tuesday. And they hyped me up so much, they had me like almost headlining.
Oh, okay.
But I was arguably that dude in the Bay.
Okay.
So I get there. Now, mind you, I'm still in the military. I'm a veteran.
I forgot. Yeah.
I'm a Navy veteran. I'm still in the military. I'm about to get out, but I made my decision, but I hadn't done it yet. I was on the fence. So I go to LA. My aunt is dating a guy that owns a limo company. So they find out, oh, you going to Fat Tuesday? Oh, we taking out the limo. They pull the limo out. It's me, my wife, my aunt, her boyfriend, and 8 people we don't know. Mike, Shawn, they take me to the club. I'm stressing. Long story short, I get on stage. Guy Torrey brings me up, and 30 seconds into the set, I'm bombed. Let me be more clear. I'm getting booed.
Oh.
I don't know if you ever been booed before. Any of your listeners or audience members, I don't know if y'all ever been booed, but booed ain't no fun. Okay. Booed is when the audience decide as a unit, we don't like your ass no more. I remember like it was yesterday, a dude stood up. A white dude, it's all black people. A white dude stood up and said, "Boo! Get off the stage." I tried to hit him with a snap, right? But the snap, the boo and the snap is like wildfire. You can't put it out. So you try to hit him, then you go and it go here. Now you talk about 5 different people. The room it's over.
He said it smelled like wildfire. It was all over the place. I can't handle all these people.
I can't handle it. Guy Torrey come out, tap me on the shoulder. He said, "Hey man, you can't talk about my audience like that, man. This just ain't your night. Thank you, bro. Get on out of here."
It just ain't your night.
Then he commenced to ripping me. Hey, hope that dude didn't fly out here because he ain't gonna be able to get back on the plane with them bombs. I'm gone, but I'm still there, Mike. It's a curtain at the Comedy Store. There's a curtain, so I'm standing behind the curtain. I can see through. They can't see me. I'm listening, and I'm knowing this ain't what I came here for. But that's when the whole night began to change. So he's ripping me. Somebody in the audience go, but he didn't get a chance. Somebody else say, he wasn't up for 30 seconds. He goes, hey, you guys want him to come back? Yeah, bring him back. Right? Mm-hmm. I'm standing there, I'm shell shocked. Yeah. He opened the curtain, I'm like this.
Not again. You looking like not again. We doing this again.
Me out. You know how you talk to, so he bring me out, we talk on. He's like, hey man, what happened? I was like, man, I don't know. He's like, you want to try it again? I was like, hell yeah. He's like, all right. Now his first intro, he brought me out like that dude from the 5 Heartbeats. You know, this next comic said he better than Eddie Murphy, and Richard Brown all rolled into one. We just
Yo.
Right. Now, what I'm gonna do? I said, okay, do your closer. Do your closer, Rodney Perry. Whatever that is, do it. I don't remember the joke now, but I did my closer. On a scale of 1 to 10, I might have got, if I'm being generous to myself, maybe a 7.
Right.
Maybe a 7 laugh.
Right.
I took a deep breath. I was like, you know what? I think that's all I'm gonna get out of y'all tonight. My name is Rodney Perry. I'm out. So I was able to, I bombed. I had some redemption in that moment, and it let me know that I wasn't ready for Hollywood yet. And I packed my family up a month later, and I moved, and we've been banging up the road ever since.
But Rodney, that's the most amazing story ever, because nobody, I asked every comedian that on the same night you bombed and you said you went to a 7, actually a 7 was really a 10. The fact that you came back. No, listen, comedians are insecure. Normally when that thing is like, do you want to go back? Comedians run.
You know, Joe Torre told me that years later. He was like, Rodney, I always respected you because when we open that curtain, usually the person will be gone. And the fact that you were still there and you walk back out on that stage, he said, man, you got my respect a long time ago. And I thought he hated me.
Oh my God, that is the best story ever. Because once you go back out there and you get into a 7, that is amazing. I've never, like Rodney, not even like for real, I've never heard this like when somebody got redemption the same night. Normally you get redemption a week or 2 later, or maybe a month later, or you go back to the same venue and you're like, yo, I'm here.
But it ain't. But here goes. For anybody to hear that story and think it's all good, it still took me. It took me 2 years for them to respect me, though.
Yeah.
Like I said, I made the transition that night in my mind, but the booker didn't want nothing to do with me for 2 years.
Yeah.
Are you serious,
man?
I shouldn't even say, are you serious? Yeah, I already know. Yeah.
Of course. You know how they are, man. You know, but that's part of the game. It's okay.
But you're being so fearless, and I tell people, and I like comedians, well, like younger comedians will come up to me. I'm like, yo, you're gonna take some hits. You're gonna take some real hits, like to your ego, and you like. And I always say this: don't bail on a joke.
Yeah.
Don't bail on a joke. You'll never know if that joke's gonna work if you bail on it. And trust me, we've all done it. We've all done it.
My pet peeve is people that have like, they know the joke gonna bomb, so they got another joke for the bomb joke. I'm like, get rid of both of them jokes. Both of them gotta go.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
Hold up, but Rodney, and I gotta get to more stuff, but I this is a comedian's comedian. Patrice O'Neal, Bill Burr, I can name a bunch of them. And I sit there and somebody was asking me some advice, and I was like, listen, don't bail on a joke. And then they were like, so sometimes your setup, when you set up a joke, they're already laughing. And that's the best feeling in the world, when your setup is already.
You ain't even ready for this shit.
You're not ready for this. Like the setup, you're like, oh, you laughing at the setup?
Oh, but I can see it. Like if I watch the feature or the opener, and if they smashing, I'm like, oh, I'm about to pull your spleen out.
Yeah, it's about to go down. The bomb is about to explode. Everything is about to happen.
We have a spleen for dinner. Yeah, man. Hey, but Mike, you ever trip on this? We've been doing this a long time, man.
Yeah.
We've been doing this a long time. I mean, I'm legit 25, 30 years in. A stand-up.
Yep, me and you both. We both there. So I'm trying not to do the typical questions because there's so much that you know. So when you see comedians now in every aspect, Instagram, social media, what is your opinion on it? And because I'm not a hater, like I'm not,
No.
I'm like, get it the way you get it, because we got it the way we got it.
Exactly, man. So all I wanted to do was tell jokes to make people laugh, right?
Yep.
But at some point, you learn about television. You learn that people get famous in movies. You learn about that. Yeah. Well, the internet is just the newest way to get famous. You know, and these young kids got the power in the palm of their hand. They don't have to go to Hollywood.
They don't.
Dude, I know some of these cats, Desi Banks, Country Wayne. These guys are making money.
Real money.
Real money. And they from the internet. I'm talking to 30, 40,000, 50,000 a month. How dare I? How dare I be an old nigga and be like, what y'all doing? You know, all I ask is respect my art.
That's it.
Respect my art, dude. You know, as long as you respect my art, you can get it. I told Jesse Banks, he's like, right now I want to get on movies and TV. I said, why? You got everything people want to get. You got it. You on your phone is TV.
Exactly.
Look at his YouTube page right now. He got like 20 million YouTube.
Yo, he's got followers that movies are never gonna gross.
Never.
Ever gonna gross.
Yeah. So it's just a new world, man. And I'm not mad at it. Matter of fact, the pandemic has forced me into it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, the pandemic made a lot of us pivot. A lot of us old dudes and chicks that's like, they wanted, I don't want no social media. Okay. Get your damn feelings hurt out here. Don't get left. Don't miss the bus.
Ain't that right, Jay Black?
Speaking of that, you're right. Like, I just got an IG like 9 weeks ago, so I'm on the bus now.
Wait, Black, 9 weeks?
9 weeks ago.
Rodney. I swear on everything I love. He went from MySpace. He went from MySpace to Instagram in real life. Like, people think I'm joking. Like, he literally went from my top friends to Instagram. And then he said, yo, Mike, can you help me? And I was like, dog, like, you act like I got 1 million followers. I got like 45,000. Like, what are you talking? He's like, yo, help me. I'm like, you're a grown ass man talking about help me, son.
I need this, man.
I'm into this now.
He said, make a video. He said, make a video. Ronnie, he said, make a video.
Hold on. Go.
Yeah.
Black is not going to tell me that because I know he got some social media. He ain't telling y'all about that Pornhub.
No. Pornhub, he be popping right now. He already have the verification check mark. Right now.
Yeah, I'm into it now. I'm not getting left behind. IG. I'm 400 strong followers now, Rodney, in 9 weeks. So I need to follow, by the way. So yeah, I'm here.
Consider it done, Black man. And the reality is, we all got to make that pivot. We got to make that shift. And dude, it's money. I just start letting people post on my page. I'm getting 2,000 a month on that.
Nice.
Clap it up for that. Clap that up. Clap that up right now.
And that's the low end.
Right.
That's the low end. And know this, these people with these crazy following, they be getting help.
Yeah.
They be getting help. People be buying followers. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Everybody ain't organic.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's real tough.
That's real too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got 2 more questions. What time does Freddie come on, Jay Black?
Freddie Mitchell is actually in the waiting room now. He's there now. So whenever we're done, we good. Freddie's
okay.
ready.
All right.
I'm gonna get out of here in a second, Fred.
No, real talk. Because you're a big sports fan.
I am.
You're a big sports fan. Who's your NBA team?
I'm a Bulls fan, but you know, I mean, I done jumped on the LeBron bandwagon.
I did too. Damn it. When you're actually on the set with Eddie Murphy, Do you want to talk to him and go up to him on Coming to America 2? Is there something that you want to ask him where you go like, I just want to get a moment? Because Delirious,
I would like to have had a real sit down with him, and I didn't.
And what would you ask him?
He was cool. I would like to just sit down and get a man his flowers from my perspective.
Right.
You know, as far as I'm concerned, he's the father of my generation of comedy.
Right.
Richard Pryor being our grandfather.
Right.
Eddie Murphy being our father. And he's also an absentee father. You know what I mean? He's our dad, but the nigga went to get some cigarettes and never came back.
Came back for a while.
You know, and so
Rodney, that what you just said right there?
Yeah.
Maybe I can't curse, the realest ish I've ever heard. He is our absentee father because he left us.
He left us, man. You got to think Eddie Murphy did 2 specials at age 22 and 25, and we ain't seen another set.
And never.
I mean, but to affect a generation with 2 sets is unheard of. At age 22.
Knowing nothing. Think about us at 22. We know nothing.
It's crazy. You know.
That is amazing.
So I would like to talk about that. I would like to, you know, and I literally know every word this man has said in the last 30 years. Any interview, anything he recorded, you know, I mean, I'm a real fan. So like I got Eddie Murphy stuff in here right now in my office. So look, I can reach and grab an Eddie Murphy
Wow, look at that. The DVD.
Nice.
I'm a fan, you know, so you know, but to get it, you know, one of my boys on the movie, Eddie walked in and he was like, "Hey, Rodney, bro, how you doing today?" And I was like, "Hey, I'm good." And he was like, "Eddie Murphy just said good morning to you." And I was like, "He did, didn't he?" So it was surreal,
that is
man.
so crazy, like Rodney.
And how about this? He like we call the Kings of Comedy, and rightfully so. I love all them guys. Posthumously, Bernie Mac, Steve Harvey, Ted the Entertainer, D.L. Hughley. I love them guys. But Eddie Murphy is really a king, man. He like being around royalty.
He's a rock star.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's always different because I always say nobody understands when what Eddie. Listen, once again, what Kevin Hart has done is absolutely brilliant.
Indeed.
Eddie Murphy was a rock star. There was a point when Eddie Murphy was the #1 actor in America.
Yes.
He was the highest paid actor, like from CNL to Trading Places, Beverly Hills Cop. Like it was something that we'll never gonna see again. And the fact that you got to actually spend time on that set, Rodney, and nobody deserves it more than you. Like for real. Like nobody deserves to be in that situation. All y'all, everybody was perfectly placed. Watching everybody be there, I was like, damn. But of course, comedians are haters. So somebody said something crazy in the background.
It's okay.
And I'm sitting there going like, God bless. Like every time I saw somebody familiar on the screen, it made me want to. I was talking to my fiance. I know him. I know her. Like we were at the Boston Comedy Club in New York City. We were at Stand Up New York in New York City, and Rodney did this, and he did this show and did that show, and dog, it was so amazing. And at the end of the day, I sit there and go like, my God, if we would just show this love to each other all the time and try and grab, if everybody was like Rodney Perry, who saw us on IG Live, and said, "Put me on."
Put me on.
Wow. Yeah.
He has nothing to gain from that. Rodney's booked. Rodney Perry's booked.
I actually got a flight to catch this morning, but
wow.
He's booked.
That even makes it more. Wow.
That's love.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Hey, mad love, mad respect. Look, man, anybody create a way for themselves. You know, like when I saw the show, I saw the Free Agent Radio. I was like, Mike Shawn will not be denied. Like, dude, I mean, you have no idea. Let me sing your praises because I appreciate you singing mine. But Mike Shawn, one, you've been doing radio. I know that's not easy. Okay, I did radio in LA for several years. Before I got with Monique, we did radio together, and so I know radio is not a game because you can walk in and your badge don't work that day. You're like, what's wrong with my badge? Wiping your badge. Bro. You're like, your badge ain't broke.
Badge ain't broke.
Just deactivated.
Hey, y'all know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yes,
you
we do.
You be out there and security be looking away. You know this dude. You've been talking to this dude for 10 years. Hey, Willie, my bad. Willie be like,
Must be it.
you ain't gonna let me in, Willie?
Oh, man.
You know me, Willie. You know me.
Willie.
Not no more.
Willie watching Netflix.
Oh my God.
You're like, what's my bad? Something wrong with my bed. Willie like, I know.
Oh my God. Yo, Rodney, you got to catch that flight, but I want to get you back because I want to do a versus where I do we do TV shows against each other. We do cartoons against each other. And then so you got to get that flight. Can we make sure that you come back?
It's done.
I got the number down. I got the cell. I got the email. We good now. We got the direct connection.
Yeah. Let me write it down. Man, I create a segment. Come on, what you want to
A Rodney Perry segment.
There we go. Look at that. Look at that.
We ready.
I do a sports show. But I come on. I just disagree with everything they say.
Oh, you do the same thing I do. So who's the GOAT? Who's the NBA GOAT? Who's the GOAT? Real quick. LeBron James, Michael Jordan. Go ahead. Let me hear.
Okay, here goes. Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time.
No, he's not.
Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time.
I said no, he's not.
But here go but. I hear but.
But LeBron has better semen.
He said semen? He said
semen. His children.
He said semen.
Children. LeBron
because
Michael's kids.
No, it's real talk. Because Mike ain't spend no time with his kids. All right, we got to stop.
They don't even know his name.
Just stabbing for it.
They're the only people in the world that don't want to be like Mike.
Yeah,
his own kids.
Yo, that's
all right, we have our new segment, ladies and gentlemen.
And that was the first episode.
Hold on, Rodney, you're gonna do that, and then we're gonna have a sports talk. We're gonna do a podcast with sports talk. We're gonna make some. Rodney, you have no idea. Thank you so much. This was so unexpected. Thank you so much. Get safe on that flight, and please let's keep in contact and let's make this happen.
Hey, man, respect. I love you, Mike Shawn. Gentlemen, Black.
Thank you.
The brothers Black and Cam.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate. When he comes to your city, sell out every single thing. Mr. Rodney Perry. Thank you, Rodney. Mr. Rodney Perry. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. Yo.
Yeah, that was great.
That was funny.
Excellent.
Unexpected.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was great.
My eyes is watering. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm done.
That was really great. Like I was thinking to myself, like I don't know if this is gonna work. Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, Free Agent Radio, and then we get Rodney Perry, and this is amazing.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's not fun. This is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Dog,
it's fun and amazing.
The TakeOver.
What did Jay say?
He said, it's fun and amazing. Disagree with me on something. You're gonna incorporate everything. Oh, it's fun. It's fun and amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so dope.
Yeah, we're dope, man. We're dope.
And we have our next guest.
Dope,
we have our next guest ready.
Do we go straight into?
We go straight. Why not?
Oh man,
We make
Oh my God, this
man.
guy.
It might be too much.
Oh, this guy right here. Let me tell you about Freddie Mitchell. Freddie Mitchell came to the Philadelphia Eagles. He was drafted. He was a big draft pick.
Number
And
one.
when I tell you this dude, there's so many stories. 4th and 26. The catch, which doesn't have a name for it in Dallas on Monday night. Please. College superstar, NFL player, please give it up for Freddie Mitchell. Freddie Mitchell's in the building. We got guests back to back.
Hey, check this out. I just got off with my sports psychologist, man. I'm having mental health issues after listening to Rodney talk about sperm and Michael Jordan. Did you just talk about LeBron James' sperm?
He's got better sperm. He does. He got better sperm, Freddie. He does.
Who thinks of that?
Yeah, right.
Who thinks of that?
Talk about semen. I said semen. Did he say semen?
His kids are better. Let's keep it real. His kids are better than Jordan's kids.
Michael Shawn, great point though.
Yeah.
But the thing about great point. But the thing about that though is he had to sacrifice something to be great, and that's why he's the greatest.
Who's the greatest?
Who's the greatest? Which one?
Michael Jordan.
Fred.
Y'all still taking that? Y'all still okay? Okay, I'm not gonna.
Hey, Michael Shawn, but you're also a Dallas fan too, though. So
no, I'm not. No, at all.
You're not a Cowboys fan?
No, I'm a Giant fan.
He just lives.
I'm a Giant fan from Joe Pisarcik. I go back further than you don't even know who Joe Pisarcik was.
That's what I'm saying. You got stats. You know people.
Freddie is the best. Like understand, Freddie Mitchell. UCLA is on your chest right now. And I always want to know this. I always want to know what this feels like because I'm so mad at the NCAA on how they treat college athletes and how they actually they've always been against paying them. But we'll go further than that. You're in UCLA. When you're a star in UCLA, how does that feel? Like, how does that go down? Are you really a celebrity out there?
Well, first of all, I just found out that college athletes didn't get paid.
Hold up, let me check the mic. Is this thing on? When did this thing happen?
Oh my God!
Oh, Freddie, you want to go? We gonna go.
Can you curse on this right here?
No.
Don't say mother. Don't say MFer, and don't say
one.
like.
So when the heck did this happen?
Yeah, when did that?
Oh wow, Freddie, go.
Just go.
Statute of limitations obviously has expired.
Man, you calling me old GGJK? You calling me old? Huh?
Okay, hold up, real quick.
Oh my God.
Freddie, before we go to college, real quick. So where are you from? Originally,
I'm from Florida, Florida boy.
Oh man,
Florida boy. So I just want to know the situation, like lifestyle wise. Were you good? Was the family good, or was it like something where where UCLA took you and you're like, I gotta make money to take care of my family?
Well, when you have a young black kid move from Florida to California, just on a note, you have to read in between the lines. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That things were going to happen, and the family was. We secured the sack.
So. God, I forgot. Okay.
he's good.
So you secure the first bag.
Yes.
You go to UCLA. Who's your quarterback at that
point? And then I took a pay cut in the NFL. But we can talk about that later on.
You took a pay cut in the
NFL.
I do this, man. I was doing this before they was doing this.
Hold up. But Fred, who was your quarterback when you got there? At
Man,
UCLA.
I still don't know.
You mother. All right, we going. All right. You want to go? We gonna go. Freddie Mitchell. First of all, Freddie Mitchell has been the nicest person to me. He didn't have to be. Jay Black and him are close, and he was like, "Yo, bring all boys. Like he wants to come. He can come to the suite at the link. It's whatever. Like whatever." So. First of all, appreciate that. Okay.
All
so you're on the Eagles. get ready. You're on the Eagles, and I'm sitting in the suite watching. And there's rumors that Donovan McNabb is not going to throw you the ball. Now, Freddie, to be 100 with you, 100. I was like, Freddie is wilding. Whatever. Like, why would an NFL quarterback who has a talented receiver throw him the ball, right? And then I see it. And then I see it as I'm sitting there, and I see you open.
Wide open.
And I see you throwing up the arms like, throw me the ball. I'm here. Okay. So I go like, so I leave there because I'm a nerd. I'm a sports nerd. I go like, and I tell my dad, I was like, Dad, it's real. Like, he's really not throwing him the ball for whatever personal reasons. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I do know every time he got in big trouble, and yes, I will say it, Donovan McNabb got in big trouble and got in desperate situations when he threw the ball to Freddie Mitchell. 4th and 26, obviously.
Legend.
Dallas on Monday night. Dallas when he scrambled.
Legend.
And I'll give you one better, Freddie. The NFC Championship game against the St. Louis Rams. It was incomplete.
Yeah.
He threw you the ball again. But that one you couldn't pull off. I mean, it is what it is. You catch it or you don't catch it. When you guys are in the locker room and you know, and I have love for Donovan McNabb. I don't know him like that. I know his brother and stuff like that. When you're in the locker room, like, do you want to step to him and say, like, dog, can we talk? Like, why won't you throw me the ball?
You know, what's understood don't have to be explained, man. I mean, when it comes to, do you want your job? Okay, then you shut up and play. You know what I'm saying? Because he's what you call, he's not expendable. You know, the receivers are expendable. The linemen are expendable. Everybody else is expendable. And the way Coach Andy Reid really had his locker room, you couldn't really say anything to Donovan McNabb. You couldn't really hold him accountable like you would really want to. And that's why I'm enjoying life right now, because anybody that step out of lane or whatever else or out of pocket, I can hold them accountable.
Right. You know what? And then how was your relationship with Andy Reid? Because I really root for Andy Reid. Like, were you happy when he won the Super Bowl, or
I was happy for him, but he won the Super Bowl on the expense of a lot of players' careers, you know, and them players don't get that Super Bowl. You know, he won it by trial and error. You know, our with us, we're like 3-4 years, you know, in the NFL. Andy's going on for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, you know what? My time management was bad in this Super Bowl, and this is why we lost it. Or you know, my quarterback didn't do this in this Super Bowl, so this is why we lost it. So now I get an opportunity to go to another Super Bowl and not make that mistake. Well, you know what? Them other players don't get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So it really hurts.
So the infamous situation in the Super Bowl when Donovan and you guys and the Eagles went there was a throw-up situation. Now, I'm glad you brought up Andy Reid, because I will never understand why Andy Reid kicked the onside kick in that Super Bowl with that much time on the clock, and you guys had timeouts. I will never understand that situation. But let's go to this. Donovan McNabb threw up in the huddle. Everybody saw him throw up. T.O. saw him throw up. I'm going to say Freddie Mitchell saw him throw up. I'm going to say everybody except Michael Shawn, who wasn't at the Super Bowl, saw him throw up. Like, everybody.
Right.
What was the big deal? Like, why was he so in denial that he threw up? And did you see him?
You know what? The thing about it, I think it's embarrassing that he was on the biggest stage and the biggest time in his life, and he basically choked. Like, he basically could not breathe. And that was the issue. Big games like that, he's always done that. Big games like that, he gets so nervous where he could not talk. And it's a real thing when you read about choking and stuff like that, the term, oh, you choked, it's a big thing. It's actually the only person I've actually seen that happen to, where he was that scared of the situation in the moment that he couldn't breathe and he couldn't talk.
Oh my God. So, man, this story right here.
Some fresh, it's new stuff. I ain't really come up and really talk to it, but I know that the takeovers and the takeover with Michael Shawn, y'all deserve this. Y'all deserve this.
So, Freddie, how does everybody go back into the locker room when they know the guy who's getting paid the most money, the guy who's the leader of the team, and you're like, if you see it, everybody sees this. Like, how does everybody react when you go to the locker room and go like, what's going, like?
It's the team that Andy Reid built. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, man. We would be balling out, and we had more fun when we were balling out when like AJ Feely came in or Coy Detmer came in, and we were like, oh, we about to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Because these dudes, they're not going to use their feet to win games. They're going to use their arms and their brain to win games. You know what I'm saying? And that was what sucked about playing with the Eagles. The whole if we win was predicated on whether Donovan McNabb was going to do well or not, because we knew we were going to do our job.
Right.
So that's what was so hard about playing in the Andy Reid system. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, Mahomes is an awesome quarterback, but you know what Mahomes will do? He will throw the rock. He will go down the progression and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes him better than McNabb.
Wow. So okay. So we get to that. Patrick Mahomes right now, incredible. But when you're in your situation and you have T.O. and then T.O. comes in, and you already know you ain't shy. Right. Freddie Mitchell ain't shy. You say what you got to say. Then Terrell Owens comes into the Eagle organization. How much of a problem is it that he gets that much attention during preseason? Because y'all go to preseason.
Oh yeah.
And they're like T.O. Man. And then Donovan. Now what happens behind the scenes?
T.O. comes in and it's just an automatic fluctuation of more white women to our roster.
I'm not playing with you today, Freddie. I'm not playing with you.
Amazing. It was the best thing that ever happened to me.
He ain't got nothing bad to say about the T.O., huh?
Wow. Jay Black saw it. Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, man, and I love that, man.
Freddie, real quick. So Jay Black was your personal assistant, correct?
Absolutely, the best.
So he saw the white women that.
Yeah.
Hey, man, he looked like one of them traffic directors in the airport. Like, come on in.
Wait, we're not gonna tell all that, Fred, right? We're not telling about the bodies.
So when does all right, for those who listen, it's the Philadelphia Eagles, it's Donovan McNabb, it's T.O., it's Freddie Mitchell. They're on their Super Bowl runs right now. And when does the division happen where Donovan gets his side of the locker room, T.O. gets his side of the locker room? Right. Which one are you on? And tell me what's going on.
Well, man, it started at Lehigh in training camp. Which was crazy, man. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, it was like the coming of Moses. I mean, it was crowd fans from everywhere came.
And a bunch of white women too, and a bunch of white women, and a bunch of white. Let's clap it up for the white women right there.
Goodness. Oh, you're right, boy. Woo. I ain't never seen it. I mean, he's a Hall of Fame and everything, but we didn't know it was like this, man.
Becky with the good hair. With the good hair. What up, Becky with the good hair.
2.0s. And I'm like, man. And he was my neighbor.
T.O. was your neighbor?
Yeah, so the run over, man, the cup runneth over, you know. I'm over here on the bottom with this damn bucket, like
he got white chicks. He got white chicks running all over the place. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Facts.
Freddie's couch is called MTV. Like
it was so crazy. And the thing about it, Don was so mad.
They got Donovan mad?
Man, Donovan was so mad, man, because it was like everybody was showing this dude love. But the thing about it is he don't understand. Hey, Terrell was a dominant player, better player than him from a while. He's been doing this. This is what he does. You know what I'm saying? And then once, you know, everybody's like, man, who really is this dude? Blah, blah, blah. I've been watching this guy on TV since UCLA. I was a fan, so I wasn't going to hate. I'm like, if anything, they're going to draw the double team and he's going to have to throw to me now.
Mm-hmm. That's what you thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Man, that didn't happen.
Yo. So wait a second. So okay. Let me calm down because there's so many.
Right?
It's so much stuff to talk about. So Donovan is sitting there. He's already insecure because T.O.'s there.
Right.
So he already has the insecurity factor that T.O. literally all of Philadelphia just basically went crazy over him. Now, you've already been in that situation at UCLA. You've already been that dude. So you're not scared. You're like, dog, he can throw me the ball now.
Let's eat. Let's
all eat. So Donovan is not cooperating, but you're winning games. So when is there a point when you're like, I don't know what to do because he's still not throwing me the ball even when I'm open?
Yeah, well, I'll give you that, and you know what? It's funny. It was week 14 when you remember the infamous Roy Williams, when the collar
horse collar.
Oh yeah, that brought the new rule in the NFL, the horse collar. Yes,
correct. Well, that game, that was when Terrell got hurt.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Man, it was week 14. Guess how many catches I had up to that point?
How many? 22.
10.
14 weeks.
What? Yeah.
I'm a Giant fan. I can name some receivers that I know aren't as good as you. I know ain't even near that are getting 10 receptions as a backup tight end.
Right.
By then. So this was intentional.
Right.
Ooh, good God.
So I'm like, man, you know, it's hurt. I'm like, man, I already. And the thing about it now is, like, if I had social media like they have now,
you would have killed the game.
Ripped them.
Yeah,
it would have been a problem.
Yeah.
You would have killed the game.
Because I would have showed me waving my hand.
Yes. I was in your suite going like, yo, he's waving.
Wide open. Every route. Every route.
A problem, man. But you know and that's the hard thing, man. You know, the big organizations back then, they controlled the media and they controlled everything that was going on. So they were like, hey, if you want access to our locker room or whatever else, this is what you do. And they still do it now, you know?
So Freddie, you were in the locker room, you were doing your thing. Obviously, things fall off after you guys go to the Super Bowl and you don't win. And then I think the Tampa Bay that was before Tampa Bay. So T.O. is now a representative in the locker room. Do you know about this confrontation with T.O. and Hugh Douglas? Do you hear about it?
You know what? I kind of knew that Hugh Douglas was going to stick up for Donovan because that's what, you know, a couple of the defensive guys do, because they really don't have to go through that pain. They can make their own money because, you know, it's one-on-one. They don't need a play to be called.
Right.
So you know, a couple of the defensive guys, they would go over to Donovan's way because Donovan was trying to make buddies with them because they don't really, know who Donovan really is.
God. Oh, man. Yeah. So, Tio, and a lot of people, I guess they confuse this situation. And I got to get to one more story after this. I have to get to this story. People confuse T.O. smiling and they forget that T.O. is a physical beast.
Right. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. The first time I seen him, man, and it was done with practice. And this dude, he peeled off his shirt, to go. We in the locker room, and then we chilling. I'm like, man, what the hell is this dude on?
Exactly.
Steroids.
Like ain't nothing sweet. Trying to step to him and trying to get into a confrontation with him. There's nothing good with that.
Like he wasn't no house Negro, he was and he's from Alabama. You know what they do in Alabama. They say we're going to take this guy and this girl, and we're going to match them up and create this one and sell them for this much.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
He's going.
Yo, Freddie, like, why are you not? Why? What are you doing? Because I got to get to this story because this story is one of the most amazing stories Jay Black has ever told me. But why? What are you doing? Like, in the media right now? What are you doing? Because you're amazing. Like you're super. You're hilarious and you're informative at the same time. Like, what are you doing?
Man, I'm relaxing right now. I have things in the oven. I really want to do something because I think it's been way too long. But I've just been I've been relaxing. I've been enjoying life. I'm retired right now. I have some things in the oven, and you know what? I definitely want all of you guys. When I have something, I want you to come back, and we're gonna do some collaborations, man, because I want to really get something done.
No, Freddie, like I'm saying this, I've done this for like over 23 years right now. Communications, radio, being a stand-up comedian. Like what you do, like your presentation is so actually like amazing and polished. Like we have to get you there. Okay, so Jay Black has a story, and I'm just gonna
which one? Let me see which one because I got a ton.
Hold up. No, this is the one. Everybody, you listen to Free Agent Radio, Michael Shawn, and the TakeOver Legends morning show. We're talking to Freddie Mitchell, UCLA superstar, Philadelphia Eagles superstar. Actually, the 4th and 26 is amazing, but I have to get to this story because you're in Philly while Allen Iverson is in Philly.
Oh, the AI story. Okay.
And the great thing about Freddie is that he truly gives no F's about anything. Like, Freddie has Freddie is not a mean person. He's not that dude. He's that dude that is, if you want to play, we can play. Whatever it is. So I heard this story that you and AI are in Atlantic City and there's a football involved.
I tell you. So with Fred being his personal assistant for 3 years, you really bond and you connect. So we were really good friends. But as an assistant, the reality is I still work for Fred. I'm his assistant. So the moment I realized that, I'm his assistant was you and AI. See if you remember this, Fred. We were in Atlantic City.
Hold on. Allen Iverson. I want everybody to know we're saying Allen Iverson.
Yes, that guy. That guy we see on the screen.
Yeah.
Allen
Iverson. Iconic Allen Iverson, who at that moment who had changed everything in the NBA. There were no cornrows. There were no tattoos. There was no Allen Iverson. My bad.
And this was like 2002, I believe, or 3. It was definitely the Sixers that just came off the playoffs where they played the Lakers in the finals, rather. All right, so Fred, we were in Atlantic City, and we ran into AI. He was gambling. Some big money, a little private suite area. We walked by. You saw AI. You stopped. Y'all started trash talking each other because AI used to play quarterback in college, so he was a quarterback, and he talked about
in high school,
and how he got that heat, and how Fred couldn't catch a pass from him, and Fred started talking trash. What you see the hands? You know what I do? It's what I. They going back and forth, and then all of a sudden I'm laughing, giggling. He said, "Look, let's go out in the parking lot right now," and Fred was like, "Let's do it." And
hold on, stop right there. Allen Iverson and Freddie Mitchell are now going to the parking lot, and it got to be like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, it was real late.
And they have decided they're going to the parking lot in Atlantic City right now.
But here's the
challenge. So we got a challenge. Okay, go ahead.
Challenge. But I'm thinking to myself, well, they ain't got no football. You know what Fred said to me? You know what he said to me?
What, they gonna throw bagels? What are they throwing?
So we're in Atlantic City. So I live in Philly. Freddie lives in South, in Jersey at that time, but further away from Atlantic City. He said, "Hey Jay, I need you to run to the house and go get my football gloves and a football." And I paused for a second, like, wait, is he for real?
That's 45. That's at least 45.
That's at least
away.
45.
That's
50
one way.
minutes. That's one way that I got to come back just because y'all trash talking. I was like, wait, I'm not his friend after all. I am the assistant. So
Hey yo, hold up. Let's pause right here. Hey yo, Freddie. Hey Freddie, you a good person, but you ain't either. Like you ain't either. Like real talk. Like you gonna send my man and go drive 45 minutes to go get your damn football gloves and football?
It was Allen Iverson.
It's game
You
time,
ain't got
right?
a football in your car?
we didn't have one that day. Not that day.
So wait a second. So Jay Black, you drive?
I took the Benz. I took Fred's car, and I drove all the way to his house.
Hold up. Pause right there. Let me tell you something. I was about to feel sorry for you. I was about to. Till I realized, in order for Jay Black to do that, Freddie must have been paying him a handsome ransom to go drive all the way.
Yeah. That's why I said with the keys.
So you drive 45 minutes one way, 45 minutes the other way. And mind you, you drunk, but you drive.
I wasn't drunk. I'm lightly buzzed.
Stop playing. I already know your ass. I already know what you look at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, Michael Shawn. So I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna tell you what's happening during that time.
Go ahead.
So he's playing 3-card poker. So I'm like, okay, well maybe I can do it or whatever else. But his stack that's when I really realized that basketball money and football money, it was a different story.
How much was he playing, Fred?
Man, this dude had 25. There's 3 slots that you play. He was playing 25 on each slot.
25,000?
Yes.
So
I'm like, hey man, I'm coming out of a rookie contract. Can I? It was an embarrassing situation. I'm like, hey, Donovan isn't throwing me the ball like So, do you mind? That's when you ask, do you mind? Do you mind if I play for less?
Oh my God, Freddie!
Because, I'm in Vegas. I'm in UCLA. I've been. I gamble, so I know that they can ask that favor because if they're playing enough money.
Oh my God, Fred! So you said, "Yo, is it cool if I just play a little bit less?" Like, because Donovan. The funny thing, he said, Donovan's not passing me. He's not passing me the ball.
Everything I said, he wasn't passing me the ball. I'm saying rookie contract. I'm saying I don't know what's going on. Anything that sticks at this point, because this dude, and let me know, this dude got $500,000 on his wrist. Cause this dude has $500,000 on his wrist. This looked like the Flintstones, man. I mean, this thing was just like, whoa.
And Fred is like, unlike you, Eric Snow passes you the ball whenever you are open. Whenever you're open, Eric Snow says, "Here goes the ball." Okay. All right. So Jay Black drives intoxicated 2 hours. So he comes back and he has a football and he has your catching gloves.
Man.
And now you and Allen Iverson, because Iverson is now sitting there going like, I was a high school star. I could have been a football player. And Freddie's like, look at my hands. I catch anything. It don't matter what it is. I catch a virus, damn it. It don't matter what it is.
I catch a virus.
You know what? And the thing about it is, I'm like, you know what? I didn't really know him like that because I'm from Florida or whatever else. So I didn't know he could sling the pill. He's like, man, Freddie, he said, if I was your quarterback, he's like, you would be in the Pro Bowl every year. He told me that.
Wow.
Okay, so you go, so the ball comes back, everything, and now
first,
Jay Black.
Mike, first I was thinking the moment's probably passed. They probably don't even want to do
not
this.
not these two drunk motherfuckers, not right here. They already think they've been doing shots, and Freddie Mitchell was like, "Yo, let me play a little bit less than 25,000 per slot. Let me just put 10,000 because Freddie acted like he broke. Like, God damn it, Freddie, you were still paying 10,000 a spot. Like, stop playing with me."
Yeah, we're gonna go 10,000 then.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Jay, you bring the football, you bring the gloves.
Got the gloves, got the official brand.
Yo, dog, you were so on a
new.
lower level than everybody else, Jay Black. Like, I just want to tell you, like, I didn't know you had to do this stuff. Like,
he drove my Benz more than I drove my Benz.
That's the facts. I mean, it was perks. I had my own at his house. I had my own suite. I had my own little West Wing. I had my own little setup.
Freddie, you had a West Wing?
Yes, he had a whole the kitchen. I had everything. My own little separate little house at his house.
Now, mind you, I thought Jay Black was doing me a favor by letting me get passes to your suite. Come to find out, this dude was trifling. You were really holding out. There was a lot more we could have done. Like, there's no reason why I was not in Atlantic City with y'all when this AI thing. Okay, so fast forward. We're AI. You bring the gloves. You bring the football and everything.
Yes, so I bring the gloves, bring the football. So they get up, they leave the table. So everybody heads outside, a nice little entourage. So we head to the parking lot. Fred got the gloves on. You know, he trying it on, got the ball.
And now it's serious. Because Fred got the gloves on.
He got the gloves on. AI got the ball, a little couple warm up, little soft passes. And next minute I know, they go back and forth. And Fred can take it from here. They literally from deep. AI trying to throw that heat. And Fred, well, I'll let Fred go ahead and tell this part, but let's just say, well, go ahead. I'll let him tell it.
Yeah, so we warming up, and I'm like, okay, the technique, cool, and everything else is great. I'm like, okay, this is nice. This dude, man, well, that's when I know stuff was gonna get real. He said, Fred, come on over here. I said, okay, cool. This dude drew the route on the football. I'm gonna need you to do this. Damn. When you're a kid and you draw the route in the dirt or whatever else, he said, I'm going to need you to do this. I'm like, golly, he became an offensive coordinator. So I'm thinking, okay, when I get the ball or whatever else, it's going to be I'm camping under it and he's just going to throw it. Bro, this dude put the velocity, put the ball right here. Like, if I wouldn't have caught it, my nose was broken.
Heat.
Wow.
I mean, this dude was throwing dimes, and then he was like, okay, now I want you to run a 7-step slant. I want you to do that. I'm like, man, where are you from?
Yo, this is so great. Yo, nice. Freddie. But you know what's crazy, Fred? If you did have social media, and you guys had put that on social media, do you know the heat that would have been on Donovan's neck?
Oh man! I don't even care about the heat on his neck. Do you know how many followers I would have at this point?
Let's get to it. Yeah. Word.
Oh my God. No, that's real talk because you could have monetized that into everything that you needed. My whole thing was like, now that athletes have this vehicle where the media can't control your narrative.
Exactly.
They can't just control who you are, what you're supposed to be. You can go like, okay, you want to know who I am? I'm on this phone right now. I'm about to tell you. So a situation, first of all, that's a classic story with you and Allen Iverson. That is absolutely
crazy.
That is one of the most amazing stories that I hope this show makes famous. Like, right. I need you to have to repeat that because that story is absolutely amazing.
It'll be in the book, but what I'm going to add to it in the book, I will add the segment of play when we were gambling and what all happened during that time, which was pretty legit, And the thing about it is, Jay Black. Imagine, because I heard Rodney talking about his Instagram and stuff like that, and Can you imagine? Because Jay Black had to go be in the suite with like Serena Williams, Jaleel White, all kinds of celebrities. They love this guy. You know what I'm saying? So can you imagine, like, if he would have just got the photo or whatever else? I mean, Jay Black introduced me to Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, I mean, Michael Shawn, your show in Philadelphia there was nothing else.
Thank you.
Then to add that to my platform in the NFL, it was just crazy.
No, but the amazing thing, and I don't like to compliment Jay Black too much because we've already complimented him enough. Like it gets out of control.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give him a compliment, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a compliment because he takes it too far. You know? But I'll give him a compliment.
Let me get close. Okay.
The reason why people F with Jay Black is because he's 100% loyal.
Mm.
And when you catch that loyalty, it's very rare in any business. Comedy, being an athlete, being in radio, it doesn't matter. When you catch somebody who you know is loyal, who's actually going to look for who's going to look out for your best situation all the time. Yeah. And then if things go bad, he don't run.
Right. If
things go bad, he don't run. He's like, okay, let's work this out. So when you find that type of character in somebody, you go like, because we all got fake people in our lives right now. We got fake people in our lives right now. And we're like, we know you are absolutely fake. Freddie, we have to get another thing where we just talk about sports. Because I need to know like situations like who are the people on defense? This is my last question. Freddie Mitchell, you can get him right there at FMitchell84. Make sure you follow him. The man is super honest. Who was a defensive player that you were like, when you played against, you were like, I really, really don't want him to hit?
LeVar Arrington.
Oh, was he with the Redskins at the time?
Yeah, he was with the Redskins at the time. Yeah, well, LeVar Arrington, and that was mainly because Serena Williams was up in my suite and he was dating her. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like,
why did you have her in your suite, dog? Like, how did that happen, Freddie? Don't. Go ahead. Why'd you have Serena in your suite?
She was a good friend of mine, and we went to IMG Academy with tennis playing together and stuff like that. So our agency connected us together. So we were actually good friends. But I mean, LeVar was just him, and then Taylor from the Redskins. I mean, them two, man, on the same.
Oh, yeah.
It was a problem.
That's a problem. Yeah. What? And then we got to wrap up here. What was the one freak athlete that you saw? I don't care where it was, high school, college, it could be the NFL. One freak athlete that you were like, God, that dude is like, he's not like us. He's just different. Like you just saw an athletic ability that you were like, where did God give you that?
That was Terrell Owens. That was the career change for me. Like,
yeah,
I'm just like, man, this guy is different.
Wow.
And in the first snap of the regular season, when we played, he goes for an 80-yard touchdown.
He sure did.
And then the crowd started T.O. And Donovan was like, it just hurt. You know, it was crazy.
Speaking of crazy with T.O., Mike, really quick. Freddie gave me my most uncomfortable moment as an adult. He didn't warn me about locker room etiquette and locker room how it works.
Oh, y'all have no etiquette. Y'all have no damn etiquette in that room. Go ahead, Jay. Y'all have no etiquette. So, I don't play with y'all. I will never go into an NFL locker room ever again. Go ahead.
That's
Jay,
how I did. So Freddie, I'm down with Freddie. So come on, locker room, could grab some stuff. I go in the locker room. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm looking around. Next minute, I see a butt-naked T.O. with a reporter standing in front of him with a towel, like trying to dry himself off fresh out the shower. I did not expect to walk in and see a grown man's genitals with a white lady reporter standing in front of him with a microphone asking him questions. Like, am I the only one that think this is awkward? So, but I guess he didn't warn me. Fred didn't warn me. Hey, you may see some stuff. Just keep it together. But thanks for that first uncomfortable moment as a grown man, Fred. I really appreciated that.
It was just natural to me, you know what I'm saying? We do it's work. It's our place of work, you know.
You know what the problem is when you're a normal person and you walk into an NFL locker room and you see how intimidating everybody is. It almost feels like prison because you're like, if somebody wanted to grab me right now and do something, there's nothing I could do. Because y'all be...
Hey, Michael Shawn, that's another show for me.
I know it's another show because y'all had an offensive lineman named John Runyon.
Runyon.
And y'all had a running joke, and I didn't know what the joke was. And I'm not going to get all into this. All I know is that John Runyon's 350-pound ass walked down, and I'm 160 at best. He comes in the middle of the room, and there was a wide receiver. What was his name?
Ty Pinkston.
Ty Pinkston. And I see y'all joking about something about John Runyon. I'm not going to get in that because I can't say pause as many times. I can't say pause 25,000 times on it. And I said, I'm not playing with y'all. I said, I got some drops. Hugh was still on the team. I got some drops. I never went back to an NFL locker room ever. Y'all not playing me. Y'all, no.
And Mike, a lot of people don't realize that how big that play was for 4th and 26. And we have a clip. So a lot of people, for those who don't know, it was a historic play.
Hold on. Let me just say this. Donovan McNabb got super lucky.
Yeah, super lucky.
He
Go ahead, set it up.
He threw a pass to Freddie Mitchell that basically almost decapitated Freddie Mitchell. Like, in order to catch this ball, you have to realize you are risking everything. You are risking everything for a ball that if you don't catch it, everybody goes, okay, he wasn't going to catch it anyway. So my thing is with Donovan, after Freddie Mitchell catches this ball, this should be the receiver that you always look at and said he risked everything to save my choking ass on 4th and 26. Please play this. Please.
You looked at it on paper, you think this is a game the Eagles should win, especially at home. But the wild card in any game you played against the Packers in those years was Brett Favre. I mean, Brett Favre was capable of winning games by himself, and he was also capable of losing games by himself. The Packers are up 14-0 pretty early in that game, and the feeling that settled over the stadium was one of foreboding.
When I'm watching a game, I'm rehearsing what I'm going to say the next day on the radio, and I'm anticipating what the calls are going to be. That game was over. Green Bay won that game. 4th and 26, you don't make.
4th and 26, and you say, all right, this is over.
No, there's no way this is happening. It's not a chance. The Eagles are going to lose. It's going to be an awful day on the radio for us that fans are going to be unhappy.
The cliche is there's no play in the playbook for 4th and 26, but that's true. There really isn't.
The thought process is, I'm going to guess Green Bay's got maybe 2 or 3 men on the line of scrimmage, and everybody else has got to be back in prevention, and there's no way the Eagles pull this thing off.
Here it is 4th and 26. McNabb is back. He's looking. He is firing.
When Donovan lets go the ball was wobbling. It wasn't that perfect spiral, and I think there's no chance.
I remember Freddie Mitchell going up to get the ball. I remember a slight bobble of the ball, but then re-grabs the ball, takes it in. I said, no, they just didn't make that first down.
It wasn't like it was a 29, 30-yard pass. It was about 26 and a half yards. Freddie just gets it.
When Freddie came up with it, not sure who was more stunned, McNabb, Andy Reid, the fans in the stands.
And 4th and 26 was born.
Here it is 4th and 26. McNabb is back. He's looking. He is firing, and it is caught by Freddie Mitchell. Short of the first. I don't know, did he get it? Does he have a first down? He does. He does have a first down. He's across midfield, and he's into Packer territory at the 46.
Wow.
No. Do you see? Hold up. Do you see the helmet-to-helmet hit that he takes? That would be a flag right now.
That would be a penalty.
That would be a penalty right now.
Load it up.
Like, dog, how do you still have beef with a man? Look, I know Freddie extra. I know Freddie. I know you. I know. I'm extra. We all extra. But when you put your body on the line for somebody and you bail him out and you catch that pass and you take that hit, and trust me, the heat was coming on Donovan if y'all did not win that playoff game. Like, at that point, dog, stop being Like whatever you don't like about Freddie Mitchell, you put that to the side and go like this. He's a dog.
And the pass was behind him. Did you notice the pass was
Yeah,
ahead?
the pass was behind him.
You had to turn back to get it.
And trust me, Freddie, I'm a Giant fan. I hated that you caught that pass. I remember exactly where I was at. I was in an apartment complex off Route 73. I was sitting there, I was like, this mother, why? What? Because I already knew what I was going to get from Jay Black.
Exactly.
I already knew what was going to happen. And then, okay, we're supposed to. No. I got to keep going with this.
Because you got the other clip too. You got to.
No. I got to keep going with this. This is one for Dallas.
Yes.
For all the Dallas Cowboy fans. And this is the one, Freddie, I will tell you, this is the one that you put. I think you ended the relationship with Donovan on this. This is the one where I think
you say ended.
I said this is the one where if you thought he was being a bitch before.
No more Thanksgivings at Donovan's house, Fred. That was it. We wasn't invited back after this.
Big Sexy wasn't calling you. No, there was nothing going. So, but this is I think, was this a Monday night game, Freddie, or was this what did he hit?
Yeah, only the biggest stage, Monday night. Yeah.
Monday night.
I love you and hate you at the same time, Freddie. I love you and hate you. So it's the biggest stage. It's the Cowboys Eagles. There's no bigger rivalry. Like it's going nuts. Donovan is gonna scramble, and every time he scrambles and he's desperate, I promise you, he always looks for Freddie Mitchell. If you don't believe me, we just showed you one on 4th and 26. Now we're going to show you another one on the biggest stage. And we go.
Later, Eagles 3rd and 10 on their own 25.
Four-man rush. And then coming through at the last moment, but escaping. McNabb rolling to the outside. Coming back this way. Has a lot of room. Is going to launch one. He was behind the line of scrimmage, and that is Freddie Mitchell making the catch.
That is amazing.
As you take another look, check out how long it took from the time of the snap to when McNabb releases the ball. Asked what he was thinking about at this time, Donovan said, I was just thinking about not getting sacked. And then after all that running, what a throw, connecting with Freddie Mitchell. One of the best plays you'll ever see this.
Wow.
Okay. So.
This is when even though it wasn't a touchdown. I love that part.
This is when the relationship was over.
Oh, wait, got a Dallas fan, Billy. Go ahead, Billy. Stand down,
listen, Billy. I appreciate you watching the show. I appreciate you watching or listening. I appreciate you. I don't give a damn about the Cowboys. I'm a Giant fan in real life, and I live 10 minutes from the stadium. I don't give a about. Listen, all I know is that when Freddie Mitchell catches that pass and he jumps up. And he points at his wrist and says, about effing time.
Right.
Number one, everybody agrees with you. What kills me about this, Freddie? What kills me about this?
25.
This is, hold up, we're going to watch, let's just watch it one more time, right? And Donovan did a great job. God bless him. Donovan, I'm not telling you Donovan wasn't a dog. I'm not telling you he couldn't ball out. I'm not telling you what he did right here and the arm strength to get it to you. I'm not, listen.
Shoot.
Bam. But this right here.
Mike.
Right here. Now, a lot of people want to know what was the actual thing around your waist that you were like, you were the people's champ.
The people's champ. That's the belt.
So when you got up and said, it's about effing time. It's about time this mother threw me the ball. Now, the petty part is that you would think Donovan would be like, yo, this dude caught the ball. Donovan didn't know you did that till he saw the replay. So his petty ass saw the replay and he internalized that. How was your relationship after that? After that play, does it get worse? I'm thinking it got worse.
Well, he didn't have a choice after that play because later on during that game, that's when Terrell Owens got hurt.
Oh, that happened during that game?
Yes.
God, I thought that was in Philly when okay, got you.
That game was when Terrell got hurt. So with that being said, he needed me more than I needed him at this point. So I'm thinking, okay, now it's about the time to eat.
Right.
You never want to put an injury on somebody, but now he can't eat. He doesn't have no choice but to throw the ball to me, you know.
So does it happen? Does it happen? Or does it?
Oh yeah. I'm like, man. I mean, the first playoff game against the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, I crushed, man. I had like I caught 8 passes in one game, like, you know, or something like that. Just something crazy. Right. And I'm like, man, can you imagine, like even if I think I caught like, even if it was 4 or 5 catches, all right, 4 or 5 times 15, you know, that's a decent season, a game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's a paycheck. So he had to throw me the ball. He had to check whatever he had aside, and he had to, because that's what it took to win. So it was petty of me, but it was a lot of frustration built up. You know what I'm saying?
No, it was everybody who knew what was going on felt
right.
Damn, like just throw him the damn ball. Like, who cares? Like,
it was even to the fact, like, Freddie, man, what did you sleep with his wife or something? What's going on? You know? Like, what did you do to this dude, man?
All right. So, in all seriousness, have you ever had a one-on-one conversation with Donovan McNabb and said, like, what, like, dog, what was the point of that? Like, why wouldn't you just throw me the ball?
He, you know, and it's funny because he actually lived right down the street from me too. I mean, literally, you know, me.
Yeah, you had a nice ass house, Freddie. Like, the God, you did.
It was, you know, and it's so funny, man. It's just like a lot of people understand. It's like, man, how can you make so much out of so little? You know what I'm saying? And then that's what I've been able to do. You know what I'm saying? Right. I could turn a nickel into 15 cents like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was there. And
so what did Donovan say? Did y'all have the conversation? Did y'all have the one-on-one? Is just you and Donovan?
We've always had the conversation. I've tried to go over to his house and say, hey man, what's going on? What's going on? But he just would never ever tell me. He's like, oh no, you good, bro. Oh no, you good. I'm gonna get you paid, young brother. I'm gonna get you paid. You good. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy because I'm gonna tell you one quick story. We were in the strip club. We were in Delilah's.
Shout out to Delilah's. Oh God! Shout out to Delilah's.
On Delilah's. What's the name of the girl? She used to be a stripper there, and that was when she met. I think was it Wiz Khalifa or somebody? Was it Red?
Amber Rose.
Yes.
Yeah. Nobody believes me. I tried to tell people out here when I was on the red. Go ahead. Yep.
I had bottles. Jay Black probably don't understand. We had bottles. Amber Rose at our table chilling. She cool.
Right.
So one time, one of the strippers came and it was after a win and whatever else the last week, and she's like, man, why does Donovan hate you so much? I said, what you mean? What do you know about it? You know, you're just a stripper. You know, not to demean any of the strippers, but you know, you're not into the sports like that. She's like, oh yeah, last week when y'all won, I was here and you had came on the TV. And he was like, man, why they have him on the TV, man? He ain't do nothing. You know, I'm like, oh, really? And he's like, and then he was like, yeah, man, you know, and everybody, like his little entourage was laughing or whatever else. And he was like, man, I don't understand why they always having him on the TV, man. You know why they should put somebody. I'm like, wow. So really, I got that information, that first information from a stripper at Delilah's that he was hating like that.
Legit.
Wow.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
No wonder why.
I was only there to drop off Jay Black. I wasn't even there.
He was going to drop off Jay Black.
Yeah. Okay. They gonna believe that one.
Okay. Jay Black's found Jesus now, so he's good.
Dog, we was at Delilah's heaven. Like we was at Delilah said, like, oh my God.
But Fred he did try to play, he did play the politics. Like I said, I remember having Thanksgiving dinner at Donovan's house with like Fred legit tried to play the game and make sure everything was all peaceful.
I took him to the Playboy Mansion to try to get more passes. I took Donovan McNabb to the Playboy Mansion so he could talk to who he talked and experience that, just so I could get the ball thrown to me. Who does that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But the funny thing is,
didn't want you to take the shine. Yeah.
When he goes to Washington, it all falls apart and kind of. And listen, I'm not invested in this. I just know Freddie. Freddie showed me super love, and him and Jay Black are like super cool friends.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the paybacks came like harsh and came back fast. But I still don't I almost think your personality was so vibrant and live.
Mm-hmm.
And let's understand. Certain people are Freddie Mitchell and have that personality. Some people are Terrell Owens and have that personality. And some people are Donovan. I'm not saying he has a bad personality. I'm just saying it wasn't that stuff. You've already gone to UCLA. You know what it is to be a star, and you know how to represent being a star, and you know what the triggers are and how to make it happen. My thing is like, that's some hate in your blood in real life. Like, if I got a joke and I know I can throw it to Jay Black and he can finish it, I'm not gonna not throw it to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know if Jay or Cam can finish something that I'm doing and I need them, I'm not gonna purposely. So you're thinking of how many games did he look the other way when it could have been a 3rd and 4, a 3rd and 7 to continue a drive when you were open? Like, how many times did that happen, Fred?
It's funny, but it happened. It happened a lot of times, but it was more so on the 1st and 2nd downs, because on the 3rd downs, he needed a bailout. So who does he go to get his bailout?
Right.
Freddie Mitchell.
First down, Freddie.
Yeah. So it was the 1st and 2nd down, and then obviously you got to renegotiate your contract, or your agent is looking for leverage, and there's a big difference between 70 catches and 30 catches, or 30 catches and 15 catches, and wow.
They don't pay you for blocking and doing things that you do, moving the chains. So they don't pay you for that. They want to say, okay, well, if we're going to put our job on the line, we're going to say we gave it to this guy that got 70 catches, with 1,000 yards rather than, 20 catches. So, I mean, it hurt me business wise, and I understood that.
And Freddie, we have to end this. This has been so great. Shout out to Rodney Perry for jumping on here. Rodney Perry, the comedian, for being here, and Freddie Mitchell for being here. And God, I'm being Jay Black now because this last question is not easy. Deshaun Watson wants to get out of the Houston Texans. And he says, I'm out. You guys lied to me. You lied to me. You said this, and that. I want out. All of a sudden, he's got all these accusations from different massage therapists that started in Houston. Then it led to Atlanta. Then we find out that the lawyer who's actually doing this was next door neighbors to the Houston Texan owner. They were neighbors. How much is this the Houston Texans trying to teach Deshaun Watson a lesson that you're not going to leave and you're not going to expose us? And how much of this is that maybe Deshaun Watson did do this stuff?
Yeah, I mean, the conspiracies are out, and then the thing about it is what got me, that I knew that this was kind of a sham was they didn't sue criminally. They didn't go to the cops and say, hey, you know what, I've been abducted or blah, blah, blah. Criminally, they went straight to the civil suit.
Straight.
When you go straight to the civil suit, that means that you don't really have a case criminally. You know what I'm saying? Because anything, if you know the law, criminal cases, once you win the criminal cases, the civil is like a slam dunk.
Right.
So I'm like, first of all, you did that. So that shows me where your mind is at. And then when I hear about, the Texans gave you like, we're going to show this Negro.
Yeah.
We're gonna show this Negro who we know and what's going on, and try to force that situation. And what else we're gonna do? We're gonna hire a black coach to cover this all up, to make it, to help them understand we're not racist or whatever else.
Wow.
There's so much going on.
Wow. Wow. All right. Freddie, promise, please do me this favor. Please promise that you will come back next week, that we can have you on here. And I got some more. I want to keep it sports. I want to keep LeBron. I want to have a bunch of like behind the scenes things of what goes on in the athletic world.
Michael, Shawn, and the TakeOver legends hit it off with Fridays with Freddie. What are you talking about?
Freddie Mitchell Fridays.
Freddie Mitchell Fridays. Let's go. Yo, Freddie, God bless. Thank you so much for taking time out. I know you're busy, my dude. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Freddie Mitchell. Yes, we have him every Friday. Got him every Friday, damn it. Oh, man. I know we went over, Shawnee. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I totally apologize. It says 8:30 here. Sorry.
No, you good. We got a lot of time.
I thought, don't we end?
No, you got Mike. It's 39 after
an hour.
I thought we ended at 9.
I didn't know.
Do you see the time? Do you see I can't get this right? Why can't I get this right?
I was wondering why he was rushing. I was like, what is the rush to? I was like, what was the rush to? I didn't want to say it aloud.
Wait a second. We end. Oh my God.
You got
9 o'clock your time.
Oh my God.
10 o'clock our time.
You got another 20 minutes,
man.
You got
20 minutes.
Oh my God.
We got more Freddie's story. I guess we can have him next week. More stories. More
God.
fun stuff. More fun stuff. Yeah, that was good. And you stopped it soon. Okay. But it was good. We can save some. We saved some.
Oh man. Wow. That is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we get a black and mild.
Yeah, Freddie.
Oh, that's why I ended it. I need a black and mild break. All right, y'all. So Shawn Scott. That's what I was wondering. I was wondering there was something like as incredible as Freddie Mitchell was. I felt there was something in my body that was necessary. I did not know exactly what it was. I'm getting let me tell you something. Between Freddie and Rodney Perry, I've gotten like so many text messages. Look, let me tell y'all something. Before I go smoke,
line them up.
Before I smoke this black and mild,
say it. Talk your ish.
Let me tell you what's about to happen. Let me tell you, when I tell you the evolution to a revolution, when I tell you this team that we got right now, that's about to happen. This ain't a team that got. We did not grab these people and say you be with you and you do. No, these are friends.
Yes.
These are friends that have always talked this ish and always entertained everybody around us. I'm gonna tell you, this is about to pop off so crazy. So when I reinforce, download Free Agent Radio, the app, so you can hear it and the visuals. We done linked up with a woman named Shawnee Scott and her team. We haven't known them for more than 2 or 3 weeks.
1.5 weeks. Not even 4.
I bet my life
12 days.
This relationship that's about to jump off is going to be crazy. Nothing happens by coincidence. All this is already being pre-planned, and we met her and we've had these conversations. I promise you we're going to entertain you every day. We're going to do Obama State.
Wait, not Saturdays and Sundays though, right? Not just Monday through
No,
Friday.
we can't do Saturdays or Sundays unless Shawnee, unless she got a promotion that's something that there's a sponsor or something that.
For that, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
separate, yeah. Okay, all right.
Like separate.
Just making sure. So Monday through Friday in the morning.
Yeah, let me chill for a second.
Yeah, that's a lot better, Jay.
Slow down. Slow down.
Because Cam got mad. Cam don't even want to wake up now. He was like Saturday and Sunday.
What are we doing? Turning this into work.
Who agreed to this? Dog, everything is falling into place perfectly. This puzzle is falling into place perfectly. I say 2 things. DJ Cam has always said to me, I hate the fact that you've always had to play the back in every situation.
Brother, I'm glad you said it out loud. Yes, I've said that in every situation he's been in. No disrespect to whoever was leading the show. I always knew Mike was a leader. He's a good second, third piece. Well, excellent. But he is a built leader. Built.
Facts.
Period.
Second, I told my fiance Stacy, I said there are opportunities that are happening, and I was like, I'm excited about them. I'm excited about them. Shout to Jonesy, Miss Jones in the morning show reunion. Facts. That there's a lot of stuff going on. And Stacey said, yeah, but you, Cam, and Jay, that was always your dream to do that.
Wow, she hit you with the reality check.
She hit me with that reality check. I'm gonna let you know right now, y'all.
Stacey, no.
Everything that is happening, I'm telling you, we're gonna entertain your asses. We're gonna make you laugh. We're gonna make you think. Everything is gonna be just fine as long as you rock with Free Agent Radio. Download that app and Media Room 360 on every social platform. We are not stopping. I'm gonna take a black and mild break. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna close out for like the last 15-20 minutes and kill that. So Shawnee, put that in there. Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. Go to the break.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. His bass is bad.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
And then also yesterday, we spoke about the 5-year-old who Jay Black is obsessed with this badass kid. So a badass 5-year-old walked out of school. Right? And a cop. So the cop found the kid roaming the streets. A 5-year-old.
Hitting them streets.
Hitting the streets. Hitting them streets. I'm uptown, baby. Uptown, baby.
I think he threw the rock sign.
He was like, it's the rock. And he was just walking the streets. A 5-year-old left school.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
With the worst records, baby. About to ruin another perfectly good song. Yep, true story. Used to date this girl. One night she got in my car. She just wanted to argue. She started talking bad about me. She started talking about my nose. Coming for me. I'm sensitive about my nose. So I had no choice. I had to make that walk. Make that walk. Walk your ass home, girl. Just keep going. Hope she get lost. Don't let me your thought. True colors I never ditched the chick before. I apologize if you live too far, but I made that walk. Made that big walk. I guess you know where she's going. Yeah. Know you wanna fight. I can see it in your eyes when I picked you up at your front door. Matter of time, there's no reason for this fight. Tell me something I ain't heard before. Oh, I've been dealing with this shit, and it's about to be on. Stop talking all the shit. Oh, she won't, so I made that walk. Made that walk. Walk her ass home, girl, just keep going. Hope you get lost. Don't let me your thoughts. True colors. I've never dissed a chick before. I apologize if you live too far, but I made that walk. Made that walk. I guess you know where she's going. Oh, nah. Clown my mom's hairdo when the couch is in the guest room. I'll make sure I keep her number blocked. Now it's time to play. Go out on a date. I'll be partying to 5 o'clock. Oh, I've been dreaming about it, girl. You ain't the one I want. I can't stop laughing, girl. Cause I made that walk. Made that walk. Walk your ass home, girl. Just keep going. Hope you get lost. Don't let me your thoughts. True colors are showing. Get out my car and stay out my car. You don't talk about my nose. I'm sensitive about my nose. We the worst records. Yeah, yo. Made that walk. That'll learn ya.
Michael, Shawn, and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
Yeah, y'all. Michael, Shawn, and the TakeOver Legends, Free Agent Radio. You already know what it is. All the visuals, you can get Media Room 360 on every streaming channel on your TV. I'm watching it right now. Yes, I'm adorable. And
they're adorable.
Oh man.
And shout to Shawnee. Can't stop God's plan. Thank you, Action Jackson. Thank you.
Action.
Yes.
And we gotta start promoting the shows that go on Media Room 360. And we're gonna get all the information because I want to do it properly. What's with the video? I'm talking about your nose.
Your nose.
Okay, be easy. I'm sensitive about my
Jeanette,
nose.
she trying to come at your nose?
No, I'm sensitive. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my nose.
About my nose.
I'm not even gonna give you a side profile.
Did you do the side profile? Did you not want to show that? No, just stay straight. But you got Rodney Perry saying me and Cam are brothers. It's like we twins. And now she coming at the nose.
Yo, everybody, at Mike Shawn Comedy, hit me on Instagram. Please put your comments on there. Bad or good, we don't care.
Yeah.
J Black is I am J Black _.
Yes, I am J Black _ 400 followers strong in 9 weeks and growing.
Don't ever put your arm up when you say that.
That's the strong. 400 strong. Wait, did Rodney Perry follow me back like he said he was? Let me go check. Let me see it.
Yo,
I went and followed him to start it.
J Black is the one person that if he follows you, he has that his amount of followers are that he has to check and be like, okay, let me see if they follow me. Like me, on the other hand, I don't know if he followed me back.
Because you got a lot of followers. I'm 9 weeks in, 2 months.
DJ Cam at DJ Camp 609.
Jersey.
Yep.
Oh man,
follow you back.
No, I really had fun this show. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I'm drained.
We didn't talk about the verses, the cartoon verses. You got like 2
no,
minutes.
because we got a lot to go. Oh, okay. You want to do verses? Okay. Oh my God. Let me take a sip of my gallon of water. Hold on, wait a second.
And look at this water bottle. Well, I ain't gonna say water bottle. Look at this water jug. Like, and I suggested he just pour that into a civilized human being's cup. Yeah.
No, don't want to do
I'm
that.
about to be. Let me tell you something. I'm about to be sexy. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be sexy, and my skin is gonna be clear because of how good the water is. Commercial break. The video. How you tell the
get out of the car. Just get out and walk. What up, Cindy? My other black person don't know spades. I'm always going to remember you, Sydney.
That's funny.
Oh man, the fact that we broke that story. Gallon of water a day. Thank you. It's a gallon of water a day you're supposed to drink. So I started.
I do it, but I just do it through these. I don't do it through a full.
You do it through the
gallon up. I just go ahead.
The regular
man stuff. Regular man.
He's smoking a roach of weed. Thanks, Jay. I followed you and got some more followers.
Oh, come on, look at that. So they got some of my 400 strong because.
First of all, that's a lie. That's a lie. You didn't get any more followers.
The algorithms, it be real. The algorithms be real to pick it up. No, don't try to undercut my 400. We strong over here, son. We 400 strong. I keep telling you.
After those 2 extra followers you got, but shout out to those 2.5.
Jake said he got rhythms.
He got algorithms.
He ain't got enough people for no rhythms.
Y'all gonna stop issuing on me.
Yo, but he really be talking to me on something like, yo, Mike, yo, real talk. Like, first of all, when you start the sentence with real talk, you're like, yo, real talk. We about to make $1 million. And I'm like, why we money? And he's like, nah, 7 more followers.
Let's go. I'm moving, son. You ain't see the movement is happening. You better get down with it.
He got traction.
I got traction.
Goddamn traction.
Strong.
Yeah, that was funny.
Hold on, let me do the J Black check-in Instagram.
Because y'all was
I want to know
the ring. That's the ring.
Y'all was trying to clown my ring yesterday because I'm an Eagles fan and when we won the Super Bowl. Matter of fact, I think we might have a photo of this ring. so you can get a close up.
I'm gonna get a thing about that ring. You got bamboozled.
Man, look at that. Ooh, look at them diamonds.
Ain't no diamonds.
Those are not diamonds.
You crazy.
Those are clusters.
That's glass from a car accident.
You gotta be kidding me. You got that off the ESPN commercial. If you're really gonna show this.
And look at my name and they engraved. I got my name engraved. That wasn't the ESPN. This is the legit one.
Dog, you are so selfish because that means you sent those photos to Shawnee Scott so she could put them in. My God, you're selfish.
Y'all trying to play me like I got some fraudulent. This thing is heavy. This is real. Look at that. Look at the clarity. Look at
There's no clarity. Them things are cloudy. Those are partly cloudy, a high of 65. Those are partly cloudy, a high of 65.
Look at the thickness. Look at the range.
There is no thickness. I know that thing don't weigh an ounce. I know if I felt that.
How much you want to bet? I ain't got no scales, man. That's my former life.
Okay, so Jay Black has 439 followers.
439. I thought Shorty Doo-Wop said 436. Don't
And he's
undercut me.
following 438 people. No, I'm playing.
I'm following what?
No, he's following.
She trying to offset you.
Yeah, trying to give me my love. We 400 strong, son. And
So I'm thinking to myself,
with a bullet.
I don't even want to do this, but I'm thinking to myself, if I'll bet you, I will bet. And this is when Jay lights up anytime he hears the word bet.
Okay. Thank you, Jeanette, for loving the ring. Thank you.
The ring is not real.
Yo,
how much you pay for it? How much you pay for it?
I'm not gonna
because you know
man
damn well.
don't shit.
Bottom line is, we know Jay ain't pay a lot for it because he ain't pay a lot for his microphone.
Listen, I got.
Yeah, we just got him to pay $150 for a microphone,
and he didn't want to do that.
This
So
was
that ring's
different.
about a good $25.
I'm a fan of my squad. I got the banner. I got the football with the everything
How
going
much
for
is the
Super
ring?
Bowl.
How much
I
is
got
the
the ring. I got.
How much is the ring? How much is the ring? How much was the ring?
It sounds like a bundle to me. That sounds like a bundle.
I got a plaque. No,
Yeah, it's a bundle.
No,
You
it
got-
ain't a bundle. No,
Hey, like,
you got
like
you
$200
and you got direct TV with it too.
y'all trying to
for
play
a
me.
year.
Y'all
For
trying to play me.
$200.
I'm gonna just sit like this. What was you about to say, Mike? His mom brought that. Oh, Jeanette, I thought you was on my side. Like,
No, it was a bundle. He got Hulu, Disney Plus with it,
2 years of ESPN.
and 2 years of ESPN. Not even ESPN Plus. He just got Sports
Just
Center.
the regular
He
ESPN.
just got
Just the updates. Just the updates.
I'm just
Just sport updates. That's
Look,
it.
it looked like.
Why
It
y'all
looked like.
Why y'all trying to clown? Why y'all trying to clown? Here we
That's
go.
not a thick chick at the club. I'm gonna tell you right now, that ring is not a thick chick at the club. I'm gonna tell you right now. Oh, she gonna put the pictures up again. Oh my God.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
Look at how light that look.
You, Mike, it's not hollow. It's heavy.
We got to
Yo,
check
it's-
Shawnee for a cash app
Jay.
because
Jay,
she's putting
you-
that up too much. What did Jay
Oh
give her?
my God. Look at that. Look at that fake diamond as a football in the middle of it. Put that last picture with the fake diamond. The football is the fake diamond. Look at you stop playing with me, dog.
I'm talking about I didn't say the whole thing. They're diamond
That
cuts.
football is
All
straight
diamond.
glass. That football is, if you drop that, it's gonna crack.
He's a hater. He's a hater and a non-believer. And
Like,
just mad
I'm
'cause his
telling
squad
you,
ain't won no Super
You
Bowl.
gotta polish that regular. You gotta be your whatever finger you had that, it was that the index finger you had it on.
No,
It's green.
I can put it on another finger. See it?
It's green.
Can you see it? Can you see? Okay.
It is green. That your Eagle fan is green. That finger is green.
Anybody can order a ring. I got
The
one.
whole jersey. I didn't even know.
It's not
The
no
whole,
paperweight. Okay, all right, Kathy. All right.
Paperweight. Wow.
anybody can order a ring. I got one. Hold on. Anybody can order a ring. I got one Baltimore Ravens as a paperweight because every football team that wins the Super Bowl, they do the same thing. You want to be a part of the championship run? Philadelphia Eagles. You can get the plaque. You can get the DVD. You can get the ring. You can get the jersey.
I got my name engraved real big on the back. J.
First of all, it's not engraved. Stop saying engraved on a jersey.
It's whatever you want to call it, personalized.
Whatever.
This is the authentic, personalized jersey. This is not no cheap one.
First of all, she said it looks like the same color as Mike's necklace. Hold on, let me get my jewelry. You want the drip? Hold on. I'll be right back.
Wait, We were supposed to be doing
always
verse
at the end of the show that we get into this other thing. What is this, man?
manly barbershop.
Yeah, we wildin', yo.
No, but he tried to clown me. We supposed to be doing versus cartoons and hearing about that. Look, who's that? Jacqueline. Oh, she gave a finger, cracking her ass. It's funny, Jacqueline. It's funny.
I'll play if y'all want.
Put my I put on this chain. Look.
Y'all play if y'all want. No. Let me tell you something right now. This is heavy. This is heavy. I'll get the little detector. You see that NY? You see that NY?
It's small. I can't see. Oh, you can try to zoom in all you want, Shiny. Nope.
You ain't got to zoom. I'll move my mic on this. Hold up.
Jay Black got codes to Shiny. He said, yeah, you can try to zoom in all you want, Shiny, meaning do not zoom in. Do not.
Try to kill me on the necklace. You see the glitteriness. You see how glitter. You see. Stop playing with me. And I'm not saying this ain't no $10,000 necklace, but I'm telling you it ain't nothing that comes in a bundle.
And neither did mine.
I kiss mine. You stop playing with me. Here's the question: how many chicks you tell you played on the team? See, Axon Jackson, how many chicks did you tell you played on the team when you were Freddie Mitchell's personal assistant? None, because ain't nobody was gonna believe that Jay Black played on the team.
Wrong. I remember.
Jay Black, you are 5'6".
I bet you. I
You got to tell me.
I don't want to share. I don't want to share too much.
Yeah, and she was a white girl. Her profile. She was a white chick, wasn't she?
And thought I was Brian Westbrook, number 36. She thought because him and Fred used to hang out a lot.
Oh my!
They thought I was Westbrook.
Somebody say Sterling Silver to me.
And I benefited very well from people thinking I was Brian Westbrook.
Jay Black, you were lucky. You were lucky. Shawnee doesn't have enough time to put up a picture of Brian Westbrook.
Yo, I swear.
That's Westbrook with a W.
Because Freddie's into country music. We used to go to concerts, everything, and they used to.
That's because they were stereotyping because all black people look alike to them. That's all it was.
And I was like, "Yup, I'm Westbrook."
Yeah, you say, "Yup."
Yup. Sure did.
Walking around out of shape, Brian Westbrook. At that moment, Brian Westbrook.
Here it comes.
Man, listen. Thank you, Shawnee. Can we get that close-up one?
Do the close-up
right there.
No, Brian Westbrook was cut up in a hoodie.
Yo.
You can wear a white beater, you're not cut up. He was cut up in a hoodie.
They just assumed the ball players. They did hang out a lot, but not that day. It was me. It was Jay Black, and I played the role. I was B. Westbrook.
God,
I gotta tell B.
You should be embarrassed that you did that. You should be embarrassed that you did that.
I should reach out to have Westbrook. Maybe we'll get Westbrook to come on one of the Freddie Mitchell Fridays. And yes, thank you, B. Westbrook. I appreciate playing you that evening.
Jay Black ain't lifted a weight since the late 90s, and it was like, yo, I'm Brian Westbrook. Dog, I want you to sprint right now. The sprint.
I was a lot bigger back then. Yeah, but no, they thought I was. I legit. They asked me, and I was like, "Yeah, there you go." Let me see. Oh,
that was Jay Black. That was who Jay Black made believe he was. Oh my God!
He didn't have the beard back then, and his hair wasn't twisted like that.
Dog, y'all say whatever you want. You was not trying to perpetrate like you were this handsome devil right here. You are not. You're playing right now.
Yo, Jay's wild right now.
Yo, Brian Westbrook was a Ebony magazine cover model right there.
Jay's trying to make it work, yo. That was hilarious.
I swear. All right.
What
you heard Freddie James' stories. You heard
people watching us. Oh my gosh.
You heard the stories. It's legit. I don't make stuff up. You didn't believe I dated Eve in high school. I had to get you the proof. We were in high school. I didn't believe this. At the Super Bowl, I got all the stories. I don't make up stuff. Why lie? I ain't got no reason to lie.
I remember when this chick was at the club and she was like, "Yo, Mike." She called me The Rock, and I said, "Yeah."
That's the eyebrow.
Oh, Cindy,
the mic is cooking.
Cindy, you gonna leave me alone? I swear, I'm gonna get a scale. I'm gonna get a scale to weigh this on because I tell you right now.
I bet you my ring weigh more than your necklace.
I bet you $1,000 it don't.
I bet you.
I bet you
Wait,
if we
you
both.
talking about your piece. You talking about the NY
right?
piece.
No, I'm talking about this whole necklace right here.
Thing.
Yeah,
I'm still willing to go because this is
that
so
paperweight ain't doing nothing. If we pawn it, who gets more money?
Me.
How much?
This
How
is
much
a
you think
challenge.
you get?
Yo, you just stepped onto something. We're going to have this challenge. We're going to weigh.
No, we can have the challenge because the last necklace I put up, paid 2 mortgages when I pawned it. When I got fired, I paid 2 mortgages. The mortgage, it was $2,200 a month. I paid 2 mortgages.
And you talked about me being loyal earlier, right? I'm loyal. I'm keeping mine. I'm gonna figure it out.
Because you don't want that pawn shop problem. You don't want that pawn shop problem.
You saw the ring. You saw it. You seen it close up.
You gotta be kidding me. You know how lightweight that is. If there was an ant by your microphone, you cannot kill the ant with that. Like you would hit the ant, and the ant would fight back and push the ring and push it. And what are you doing?
Or the ant would just carry it off and just kind
of. Or the ant would walk around with it on his little ant finger. And like,
all this hate. Listen to the haters. Just listen. Listen to these haters. Just hate. This is amazing. Supposed to be. This is what friends do. Like this is wow. Friends. Friends like y'all.
Where's your wife? She's the only person that will tell the truth. Where's your wife? So she can put it on her finger. We can be like, and when she
gonna. I don't want her wrist to get hurt. That's why. I don't want her wrist to go limp.
Gangrene.
Oh my God, I'm done with y'all. I finished. All right,
call it what you want. We want challenge. We gonna weigh it. We're gonna get the scales. We're gonna weigh your chain. I'm gonna even give you the chain.
No. You know what? I'll take the medallion off. Off.
You really, but Mike.
I'll take the no. Because the ring might weigh heavier, and then we'll go to a pawn shop.
Oh, now here we go.
And then we'll put the little diamond thing that goes like this.
Typical.
And then we'll see.
Typical. That's what friends do. And then they move after you challenge, then you meet that expectation. Then they move the bar.
It's a ring. The metal is going to be heavier.
Oh, now we're saying it is. So
I'm talking about.
Thank you for acknowledging that the ring is heavier.
It's just the metal. I'm saying put the little gun. Put the gun.
I ain't dropping my ring.
No, put the gun to the diamonds. That you got the cluster going on right there.
You need Shawn to show you a close up because
that is ridiculous. And funny, oh my God! Yes, get the tester ASAP. Get the tester because before I bought my joint, it got the tester.
So now we shifting from the weight of it to who has more diamonds. That's what we doing.
Wait a second.
I can't believe it. You said it was light, and I said it's heavy. You said it ain't heavier than this. The battle.
Your heaviness is a bunch of metal.
The versus battle is y'all jewelry.
I can't even see Mike. I can't even see it.
Oh, you see it all the time. Because every time I take a picture, I'm like, how the picture look? And Jay Black like, yo, the drip was crazy.
Let me see. I got to put my glasses on.
You know what?
Because I need it for distance or something. I need
it for distance. Burger. Look, you better stop playing with me.
Wow.
Let me get this light popping.
I like 202 in the barbershop.
Can you try to then you go put a little dance on it? And that's what you want to smack a drink out of his head. Shut up. So then
Jay, it is little.
All that dancing for us.
Little 0.2 ounces.
What are y'all doing? Yo.
All right. We're done.
We were doing the show up until the last 10 minutes.
Y'all was like, Mike ended early.
You're right. We were doing real radio and questions and entertainment, and then the last 10 minutes, man, we just fumbled at the 4-yard line. Man, I thought we was about to run this going back.
No, but when we go to the pawn shop, touchdown.
It's hard. Small heart.
Dude got a ring off an infomercial.
It wasn't no infomercial. This is a legit jeweler. Like you trying to hate. Okay.
The fact that you went to a legit jeweler to get first of all, they did not have he did not. He's such a liar.
That came in the mail. He got his ring in the mail.
Of course he did. The same way with the plaque. So at the jeweler, they gave you the plaque too, right? They gave you the plaque.
No, but I got no. The plaque I got from like one of those situations. Actually, you know what? A friend of mine in South Jersey, Big Scott, this promoter, gave me the plaque.
We already know.
It's really not real then.
Yeah, it's not real, Scott. That ain't no but a hustle.
You might want to check the letter. You know what? Put that plaque to the screen. We want to make sure everything is spelled correctly.
It might be players from 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
No, you see what it is.
They got Colin Kaepernick on it. They got a picture of Colin Kaepernick on the plaque.
Wait, Freddie Mitchell's on there.
Freddie Mitchell's on there.
Y'all are haters. Yo, if it wasn't for my governor's pardon, I'd have it hanging up. But my governor's pardon is a little bit more important.
Randall Cunningham is on there. Randall Cunningham, get on the Super Bowl plaque.
Oh, y'all haters.
Ron Jaworski. All right, whatever. All right, this is ridiculous. This is
all right. We 9 minutes late.
I know this is childish. This was we apologize.
Yeah, y'all be chopping into my show, man. I know y'all be down playing.
Oh, my bad.
Nah, it's all good. So.
Wait, did I see that comment? What is that one said? Y'all remind me of old men in the bar. Coming to America. Yo.
You ain't never got no Super Bowl ring.
Whatever.
And it always happens at the end. Like I swear, yo, it's just like a pattern now.
We be tired.
The last 10 minutes, I'm like, yo, the show was mad dope, and then it just goes super left. I'm like, we scored a touchdown this game on this show. Nah, we only got 90 yards. 90-yard run back.
No, that's not fair. Because I told y'all that's why I wanted to end the show early with Freddie, and y'all was like, "Oh my God, you."
There go Jay. Now Jay was like, "No, we got more topics.
We got more topics.
We got 10 minutes, and he ran off 3 topics that we know damn well we couldn't get through in 10 minutes, and we didn't bring none of them up. None of them have come up."
Hold up, but Jay, Say still got that ring on his finger like he about to smack a bitch.
What you say? What was it from Friday after next? Pinky? It was Pinky. What you say? Stop talking. Answer the question. Did I say answer the question? Don't you say another word.
Oh my God.
I need his imprint. I need his imprint on your forehead.
That's
I need right here.
You see,
man. Oh my God.
He want to punch the chick in the head, right? She go to the cops. He hit me. He was like, "Well, was his name Eagle?" He's got Eagle.
Right on the forehead. Yo, you got my chest hurting.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. This is horrible, man. Almost had a touchdown. Almost had to run back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This has been great.
Yes. Monday. We back Monday, right? We back Monday. Have some fun.
We're back Monday. Damn, this is funny.
Good show today. Thanks, Cindy. Thanks.
Good show. Thank you, Cindy. Spread the word.
Cindy.
Spread the word. And God.
Apologize for the last 10 minutes.
The last 10 minutes, we want to apologize for the last 10 minutes of the show.
Edit it out, your mind. Edit it out. Just don't pay attention.
Just don't discredit what Freddie Mitchell told you, the inside. Yeah. Don't discredit that we had Rodney Perry, legendary comedian, coming to America too. Don't discredit that.
Freddie dropped a lot of jewels. We need to. Those are some promos in those.
Yo, he's hilarious, bro.
No, Freddie is
and he's funny. Dead serious about doing every Friday, Freddie Mitchell Friday. So, Shawn, we need another sponsor for that one too.
I'm trying to book some shows with Rodney Perry. Y'all focus on the wrong thing. I'm trying to book some shows with Rodney Perry.
Yes, Rodney Perry.
What y'all trying to do?
So we get
focusing on the wrong thing.
We get Ride Thursdays. We'll come up with something. We'll figure out a name. Oh, we got Cash App Thursdays. But we'll come up with something for Rodney Perry. He said a segment.
Maybe we should let Rodney Perry do like First of all, we act like he's going to agree to it. We're off the door just saying we're going to agree to it. But we should let like Rodney Perry just critique like movies or stuff like that. And maybe he can do a critique on anything, like any type of recipe, movies, anything. And just anything to have Rodney Perry back on here. All right, y'all, listen. This is what it is. Free Agent Radio. Download the app. It's absolutely free. On every visual situation, it's Media Room 360. Media Room 360. Shout to Fred Hammond. Hit me on the text. Shout to Fred Hammond.
Hey,
what's going on?
He was our first interview ever on our radio together since this latest run. So shout out to Fred Hammond.
Yep.
So Fred, that gotta make sure I call him back. Shout out to Snoop Robinson, the director of Relapse Again. It's available right now if you want to watch it. It's free also. Go to YouTube and please put in Relapse Again. And you can see my whole story in my battle against addiction for the last 20 years.
Yep. Yeah, Snoop followed me. He did. He followed
dog,
me.
it's not always about somebody following you, dog.
Fred Hammond didn't follow me. So when you text him back, say, hey, Fred, follow him back. Yeah. I'm 400 strong. I'm trying to get to 500 strong.
No, you're 439. And my bet was I will bet you 75 cents.
Oh, here we go. Let's go. What?
75 cents. 439. Let me screenshot that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me screenshot that.
Oh, because I moved the bar. I'm like, nope, that ain't what it was.
If you get to 500 by Monday,
no
I'll
way.
give you 75 cents.
There's no way.
Wait, no, that's a challenge. So I got to get 500 by Monday. And get me said,
can't happen.
Because actually, I'm gonna tell you right now, you got like 2 more weeks of us shouting you out. Because if you don't hit 1,000, like we gotta stop shouting. It's gotta be a wrap.
So
we gotta get you to 1,000.
No, back to the 75 cents. So
75 cents. If you get 500 followers by Monday, and if you pay for them, I'm gonna investigate. You can't pay for the followers. It's got to be organic. I got to be able to go on your followers.
He don't even know how to do it. Don't even put him in that route.
No, but he's a greedy bastard, so he'll figure it out. Like if he knows, he'll put his debit card in there. He will order the amount of followers to get to over 500. Then he'll buy another championship eagle ring, and then
he's like, give me $10 worth of fake followers.
Yeah, let me get $50. $50 on this.
Shorty Doo-Wop, I need your support. Get your followers, inbox them, tell them to go follow me. Jeanette.
Jeanette said 400 and impossible. Not possible. All right, we're done. We gotta go. You gotta post and tell people to follow you, Jay.
It's like impossible.
All right.
We gotta go. I'm sorry. That was good.
Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because obviously I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. And understand, man, don't let nobody steal your happiness. Fight for it. It belongs to you. You have now listened to Michael Shawn, Jay Black, and DJ Cam. We are the TakeOver Legends. We'll see y'all Monday. Yeah.
I was always funny. I was always the funniest kid in the room, the funniest teenager in the class, and the funniest adult. Back then, I didn't even know that this would be my career. It was my protection. Funny is what got me through every trauma in my life. Every person I lost, every fight I lost, every girlfriend I lost. Funny always got me through these things. It was the one relationship that I knew I can't live without this one. I need funny. I gotta make people laugh. I gotta take away their anger so it won't be directed at me. And that relationship was so important that it literally turned into my job. And I thought, this is the end all, be all, be funny. Until I met alcohol. When I met alcohol, that relationship took over. I can only explain my relationship with alcohol like a toxic relationship. And we see it all the time. There's a person, let's just say it's a woman who has a bright smile that lights up the room, who has all the energy in the world, and everybody loves this woman, but she's in love with this toxic man that brings her nothing but pain, brings her violence, brings her this sadness that she can't compare to anything else in the world. But even though that man brings that to her, she can't find it in her mind. She can't even fathom living without this toxic person. That is my exact relationship with alcohol.
Michael, Shawn, and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.